All right, so I think we're looking better now, guys. I'm just gonna wait for people to get back. I have no idea what happened there. Like everything just shit the bed. Like there was no reason to. So just give me a minute. Just gonna let people come on back. Unfortunately, I lost my place in line. Fuck's sake. Sorry, y'all. Just give me a minute. About to fail. I didn't mean to do any of that, really. But anyway. All right, so having trouble with the link. Well, then just go to my okay. Just go to like. Oh God, how does the link not work? Link won't work. Are you serious? Okay, can you just copy and drag? Oh, this is stupid. This shouldn't have happened. The same way you found the stream, like it should be able to go again. I'm just gonna let it repopulate a little bit. Go to my main page. Go to my main page, and the stream will be there. It should be anyway. When you live stream, like automatically, you should be able to go to like it should show it, but it's not. What the fuck? That's weird. You know what? I don't think I made the. That's probably why. Hold on a second. 1 minute. I'm gonna add something. This is unreal. Thanks a lot, Google, YouTube. Where's my live streams? Hold on. Oh my God. Okay, live now. There we go. Good. Okay, done. I'm gonna put this right in the top so everybody can see it. Right near the top. Boom. There we go. Now you should be able to come and join it. Everyone's slowly starting to make its way over. Sorry, this has been derailed by this failure of a thing that I don't know what happened there. Like my screen went blank too. I mean, but if I look on where I'm like actually streaming from, everything was fine. So I have no clue what just went down, but hopefully we'll have this fixed and everybody will be back in. We had about 250 folks in there. So my apologies. I think a few people thought I was just ending the stream like that. Oh, that's it. Bye. What? I'm not. Someone's like, why are you tweeting in different languages? I'm like, I'm not. I'll get the new link. I'm just going to tweet the new link out. That way people can find it nice and easy. Sorry, guys. We'll get back to the questions. Just a quick momentito. New stream link. There you go. Tweeting out. All right. It's been like, I don't know how long I've been recording or been live on this second stream so far, but oh my. Sorry, I'm just gonna get into it. I mean, I can kind of start. I feel like some people are like, oh, I guess he's done. I'll go then. Bye. You know, oh, this sucks, man. I was hoping to keep it in one video, but well, you know how things go. My apologies, y'all. Anywho's. Okay. Oh, I'm just kind of reading, I just want to make sure everything's good. That's why that's why I don't stream very often. It's such a pain in the ass. You know, stuff never works. There's always droppages, and I'm fairly new to streaming. I probably could have fixed that problem without stopping the stream. Oh man, that's why. Wow, dude. That's so funny. But he was like, why are you tweeting in different languages? And the thing is, when you have your Twitter set to a certain language, it'll detect that and translate it for you. He thinks I'm tweeting in Portuguese. That is funny. You could have fixed it, dick. I'm so mad. I'm mad at Dan. Chill, man. What's the big deal? I fixed it now. Fuck. Everyone just like has like a big rage. My God. Sorry. You ever gonna Twitch stream? All right. Okay. Again, it's happening. Remember how I said don't post the same question 3 fucking times? Don't do that. It's not going to help you. Post once, I'll get to it. I'm just waiting to make sure everyone comes back, okay? So I might start answering questions now because we have a decent chunk of people in here. So we can kind of go from there. So anyway, I'm going to get rid of this old stream, which still has people in it for some reason. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. All right. So I'm going to scroll back up and we're going to start answering some legit questions now that we've taken a moment to fix this crap. Just a moment. Go down. Play Far Cry 2 after Far Cry Primal. I don't know. We'll see about that. Play Homefront. I will be. So don't worry about that. Well, Homefront 2. I've already played the first Homefront. If you want to see that, go search up the channel. Red Dead 3 or LA Noire 2? That's a good damn question. I think I'd prefer Red Dead 3 for starters, but I'd definitely like to see it LA Noire 2. In fact, they should do NY Noire. Can you imagine like a New York-based one instead of LA? That'd be awesome too. Okay. Was it YouTube or Windows problems? It was YouTube, because the thing was, it was a YouTube problem because the actual thing I'm streaming from was perfectly fine the whole time. It just YouTube went failure to compute. And then as it came back, I'm just like, like just frame rate choppy as hell. All right. Okay. Are you going to play Dishonored 2? Yep, I will. Going down. Will you do a Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 3? I've never been a fan of Kingdom Hearts. I remember trying to play that, and I just never really enjoyed it all that much. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But anyway. All right. Dan, can you 360 no-scope? I remember I tried doing that when I was really into Modern Warfare back in the day, but that was about it. What's better, Audi R8 or Nissan GTR? That's a difficult question because both are, like, the new R8, like, performance-wise, is a better car than the original R8, than the older ones. But I don't like the look of the new R8. I think it looks too square and boxy. It's just not that good looking to me. The older generations I really like. Like the generation before this one looks really solid, but this one I don't think I could buy because I'm not a big fan of the styling. But then again, the GTR isn't the prettiest car to look at either, but that thing is just straight up impressive. The GTR is an amazing car, like track day from the get-go. You know what I mean? It's impressive as hell. I don't know if I could pick. We play Undertale. Again, people ask me if I'll play Undertale, but I asked before, what is Undertale? I have no idea what Undertale is. Maybe, I'm just going to go ahead and look it up right now because I'm probably not going to get a straight answer. So save 20% of Undertale. It's apparently Steam. It's a Steam game. It's really highly rated. Came out in September. What is it? It's an RPG. Huh. I don't know. Maybe if there's downtime, if there's enough people that want to play it. UFC 2, yay or nay? Actually, I'm thinking I might actually do UFC 2. I started UFC 1, but there was so many copyright issues, man. It was murder, which is why I kind of stopped it. But this time I'm thinking I would do it because I like whenever I go to my buddy's house, we play UFC there. And I feel like I could get into it as long as I watch the copyrighted footage and, I just kind of showcase the fights and the non-UFC footage. If they do that kind of thing again, we should be okay. Have you played League of Legends? Briefly, but I've never really got into it. Not a fan of MOBAs, all that. Or not MOBAs. Like MOBAs? Yeah, MOBAs. Not a fan of MOBAs. Please play Rainbow Six Siege. If I was going to play Siege, though, I would have played it when it came out. I didn't like the way the game was built up. I wanted a single-player campaign. The multiplayer was pretty solid, but the thing is, it couldn't, for my circumstances, it wouldn't have worked out very well, which is why I never ended up playing it, unfortunately, because it looked dope as hell. What are your thoughts on games being pirated? Well, piracy is not a very good thing. I'm not gonna lie. I like, everyone's done that. Use torrents to get stuff back in the day, but I find myself buying stuff to support whoever I'm trying to, you know, help. You know what I mean? I'll always buy the Blu-ray copy, or I'll always buy the game, or whatever the case is, because I get it. But some companies are so greasy that their games kind of deserve to be, or like, I'm not promoting piracy, but if someone were to pirate their game because they're assholes or something, or they do greasy things to try and rip off a consumer, it seems kind of like Buddy's taking a stand against the company, more so just trying to get a game for free. That, like I said, I don't condone it, but I would understand it, if that makes sense. Will you be playing the Division with, like, when you say us, what, like the subscribers? Because I don't know how many people would be able to play it at the same time. I definitely welcome subscribers to come along, but I'll be doing it on PC, though, just so everyone's aware. So I'm always down to, the thing is, whenever I do group events and you see people in there, people are like, Dan, you should play with subscribers. Like, they are. That's who they are. I always tweet and I always I always tweet, I always Facebook post when I'm doing a live event with subscribers, and anybody's free to join. So you just gotta, it's kind of like a first come, first served basis. So that's the only thing. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you be? Where would it be? That's a good question, because there's so many places you could want to live, but I'm so used to living in Canada. I've lived here my whole life that I don't know if I'd be able to kind of take on a new, a new theme or whatever, a new area. There's a few places that I consider going. My girlfriend and I have always talked about moving. My girlfriend would like to move to like Los Angeles to kind of support her makeup career. I can do YouTube from wherever, so it kind of works out for me, but we haven't really totally gotten into it yet. We're just trying to figure out what's going on. For now, we're staying here, but you never know. We could end up moving somewhere else. I definitely I don't know if I'd want to live necessarily in certain places, but I'd definitely like to see certain places. I'd like to go do a tour of Europe. I'd like to go to my home countries, my family's countries. Because my two sides of my family are from Germany and Ireland, so I'd like to go visit those places respectively. And I still have like aunts and uncles, great aunts and uncles and things like that living in Germany and living in Ireland. Maybe just say hello to them, kind of stuff. I've never met them before, but I know they know who I am, I know who they are, kind of thing. That kind of stuff I'd definitely like to do. And maybe hit up Middle East or I don't know. There's so many places I'd like to check out in my lifetime, but there's not a whole lot of time to do it. You know what I mean? It's something I've always wanted to do, is see the world at least. But in terms of living places, it's hard to say. I haven't really made a big decision on that. All right. So again, Xbox One or PS4. You know what? They're both really good. Both companies do certain things better. I personally think that the owner, what's his name? Phil Spencer, he is a better person to be in charge of the division than what's his name from Sony is. Or am I mixing? No, I think I'm mixing something up. Forgive me. I'm thinking of Konami. Yeah, I'm thinking of Konami. I'm sorry, that guy who didn't even play video games or whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm mixing them up. But honestly, they're both great companies. They both had faults. But I'm not one person who's in Camp Xbox or Camp PS4. I've never been that kind of person. I just take both. I use both, play whatever games on them, respectively, and just have fun, man. That's all I really care about. Dan, you should show us a picture of your siblings or parents. I don't think I have any, but my siblings, some of them need their privacy respected because of their careers, and I don't want to jeopardize a career for them, because some of them, they don't even show themselves online on that kind of a thing, as a risk. So I couldn't. My parents maybe, but I don't like just here they are. I'd rather just ask them first, maybe do a video and introduce you to them, kind of a thing, rather than just here's what they look like. You know what I mean? So if I'm gonna do that, it'll probably be like a social media post of some sort. Okay. What's your favorite character in the Star Wars universe? That's a tough question, because I like a few. I really love Boba. I think he's dope. I hated how he died. It made me so upset. Died like a little bitch. You gotta love Darth Vader. That's at least dark side. That's what I like on the dark side. But on the light side, Han Solo's a badass. You know what? You gotta love Luke Skywalker too. But I also love Wedge. You know, I love it. Like, he's always there. He's always the guy who's like, it's Wedge. That's the guy you'd be like, hey, Wedge, come have a drink with us. That's the guy that he would be. You know what I mean? So there's a few characters that I really like. So anyway, I know you're grateful for your subscribers, but if you could have any amount you desired, what would be your ideal count? Well, honestly, I'd say millions and millions. But at the same time, I've seen what that many subscribers does to people. Look what happened to the Fine Bros, man. I mean, but they don't care. They were laughing their way to the bank. So the goal in my YouTube channel for sure, at the very, very least that I'd like to achieve is 1 million. That is what I'd love to go for. I mean, I know we got a long way to go, but I think we can do it. If I can achieve 1 million subscribers, honestly, that would be the dream. Anything above that would just be like more than I could ever ask for. But obviously, I wouldn't be like, hey, stop at 1 million. That's good. I'd obviously want to keep growing, but if I can make 1 million for sure, I'd be a pretty happy guy. I mean, I'm psyched that I'm almost at 300,000 subs as well. So that's pretty sweet. Anyway, will you play XCOM 2? I was debating on that. I posted that in my game update, but I never ended up really fulfilling that. I never really felt it because of the kind of game it is. I know these games are really good. The XCOM games are good, but it might not be my style. That's why I was debating on it. So anyway. Do you think they're going to make another KOTOR? Probably not, but there was some rumors, and Phil Spencer actually mentioned this as well, that there could be a Star Wars Knights of the Republic remaster coming out. And if there is, and everyone's like, Dan, you should play KOTOR again, do another Let's Play for old time's sake, like the HD version, the better quality one on PC. And I'm like, I agree, but I want to wait until I hear about this. And if that's legit, I'll just play the HD re-release and then the updated KOTOR 2 after that. Jordan shoes. That's all it says. Jordan shoes. What movies are you seeing this year? There's quite a few. Coming up, we have Deadpool, Zoolander 2. There's tons of movies coming out this year. To be honest, I can't really remember what's coming to mind, but there's going to be a lot of great movies that we're going to be seeing. So, will you ever play Ninja Gaiden? Well, I've played it when it came out back in the day, like the older ones, and then the ones that came out on Xbox and all that. But they haven't really made another one, so I just never really like the Ninja Gaiden games weren't the kind of games that I was just like, like they're good games, but they're not the kind of games that were like, oh my God, I love this game so much. It's so many memories. That's not what they were for me. So I don't really feel like they would really do anything for me that way, if that makes any sense. So anyway, so maybe if there's a new one, but we'll see how that goes. Have you ever been in the hood before? Yeah, I've been in some hoods before. I used to work rent to own. And the people who do rent home, they can't afford all that much. So they do a rental plan, which is a payment plan. And usually you deal with some colorful characters and you deliver to some pretty colorful places. I remember I delivered to this one place, man. The people were pathetic. Like they were a younger, they weren't young, but they were in their 30s, I'd like to say. They had 2 kids, and the kids were probably about maybe 12 or 10, 12, maybe around there. I was so baffled that these kids were still with them. The living conditions alone were so fucking gross, bro. Like, there was shit on the floor. There was like, I think they were bed bug infested, or at least they became bed bug infested. Oh, they were horrible parents, man. I'm like, how in the hell do you live in a place like this? It was horrendous. I'm like, I'm out. Peace. I'm gone. I couldn't deal with this. You don't pay me enough to put up with this stupid shit, man. So that was nasty. I've had some I can tell you some stories. Anyway, who's the most stupid person you've ever met? Oh, God, man. I don't know. There's too many. It's too many, man. There's no stupid person. Are you doing Resident Evil Umbrella Corp? That's a thing? That's news to me. Oops. Spelled it wrong. Take a look. Bruh. I didn't even hear about this. It's coming out in May. Dude, I didn't even notice this. Yeah? I didn't even hear about. How did I not hear about this? I'll leave this page open so I can add it later to the list. I had no clue, man. I did not know that was coming out. Normally I have a list. There's a list I use, and it's got a list of releases. It's not on there. Sometimes some games are not on there, which is why it's annoying. You know, same with DLCs. DLCs are hard to get because of that. You know what I mean? So anyway. Do you like PewDiePie? I actually watched some of his stuff back in the day. I watch him from time to time, but I'm not like every day going in. But some stuff I'll see something interesting, I'll like to watch it and take a look at it. But anyway, again, asking about Undertale. Nope, haven't played it. I just looked it up briefly to see what it is, so I don't know. But are you gonna play Mount and Blade 2? Probably not. I've never really got into the Mount and Blade series. What music do you listen to? It's very broad. I like a bit of everything. Like, you won't hear me go, oh, well, there's a few genres of music I don't really like listening to. Like country is one of them. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I'll listen to a huge chunk of them, like rock, hip hop, you know, metal, you know, it all depends. You know, I have a you know, a good chunk of music that I like, and it's always different. I find myself normally towards the hard rock kind of alternative metal style. That's usually my favorite. That's usually what I find myself listening to the most. So it's not on the main page, just saying. Well, it is now. It wasn't at the time, but if you refresh the page, and we're all here now, it is there. So I just checked it. So anyway, Tim Hortons or Starbucks? Probably Tim Hortons over Starbucks. Tim Hortons is cheaper, and it gives you more of a caffeine kick than Starbucks does. Did you like the new Star Wars movie? Yeah, I didn't mind it. I think a few people overlooked it. People are like, oh, you know, I hate it. But I think they're like looking too much into the movie. I mean, I think they don't. Okay. I'll admit it's very much like A New Hope. It's the same kind of format, but at the same time, I think what he wanted to do, J.J. Abrams wanted to do, was kind of familiarize people with the whole Star Wars world. They didn't want to just create a whole new thing. They wanted to kind of maintain it in the same kind of atmosphere. Well, if you look back to A New Hope, I'm sure a lot of people were questioning, where did this empire come from? Where did this? I was like, well, where'd the First Order come from? It looked like shit was square. Well, now I'm sure they'll go into that. You know what I mean? I'm sure it'll cover. It's just the first one's supposed to set the ground. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to cast judgment until later. Like, there's a few things I would have changed. Like the fact that there was blood makes no sense. That kind of bothered me. That makes no sense because a lightsaber wound or a blaster wound would cauterize the wound immediately. So there wouldn't be any blood. So the fact that there's blood and stuff in that film, it wasn't right. So that was kind of stupid. The fact that they called that star the sun is stupid because, let's be honest, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, those are stars. People on Earth call the sun, but it's actually a star, just like those millions of other stars out there. So that was kind of silly. You know, there's a few other things as well, but I can look over those. I'm just nitpicking at that point. You know what I mean? So I can look past that and just enjoy the movie for what it is. I mean, I wish they waited on the Kylo Ren face reveal. They should have waited, in my opinion. They should have waited until maybe at least the episode 8 at the end of it. But I don't know. Like I said, we'll see how things go. I wish they kept Kylo Ren a little more mysterious. That way there's more hype to find out who he is down the road. That's just me, though. Okay, let's move down. What soccer team do you support, Liverpool or Everton? Assuming that I even watch it, you know what I mean? Like, and you can only choose these two. No, I don't really watch that. I like football or Premier League or any of that. I'm not. I mean, I've watched it a few times, but I've never been a huge fan of it. You know what I mean? So I can't really say I'm behind any team. But in terms of teams, I mentioned this a little earlier, but I support the Toronto Raptors. They're my team. Hopefully we can go all the way, but the Golden State's looking fierce, man. Holy. Anyway, let's keep going. I already answered that one. No elbows or no ease. You have to pick, or sorry, no elbows or no knees. You have to pick one. So would I go without no elbows or no knees? I don't know, man. I work with my hands more than I work with my legs, so I probably need my elbows because I need to do this. I mean, I'd probably have to go in a wheelchair, but that's probably my thing. Have you been to the UK? No, I haven't been outside of this Western hemisphere. I've been in North America, actually just North America. I've been to, No, is that true? Technically, I've never ventured into South America, Europe, or anything like that. Like I've been in obviously Canada, United States, Mexico, the Caribbean, you know, all sorts of places like that. But I've never actually been to Europe or, you know, the UK or anything like that. I'd really like to, but there's so much of that. So where's Dirt 3? I don't know. People didn't really find that much interest, so I kind of just stopped playing it. So are you gay? Are you just asking that because you're just trying to get something going? Because it's obviously not. I've had a girlfriend for 4 years. I'm like, but Dan, gay men get married to women and they come out in the marriage. I'm not gay. Oh, man. Will you do a Kingdom Hearts Let's Play when it comes out? No, probably not. Soccer, basketball. Don't say goodbye, just say hello. Hello. There you go. Hope that. If you had a chance to go to any conference global, may it be E3, Comic-Con, etc., what will it be and where? I guess it depends, but here's the thing, guys. Good news. I actually have an invite this year and a badge, guaranteed badge to go to E3. So my first E3 will be E3 2016. I'm excited for that. I'll give you more information as we find out, but I have a contact in Microsoft, and they want to give me a badge for it, and they want to let me go to E3. I think that's fantastic. It's one of those things that I've always been striving to go for in my career on YouTube. So, yeah, I'm really psyched, but I would like to visit a legitimate Comic-Con. Like in my city, they have Comic-Cons here, but they're not at all near the scale of the ones in San Diego or New York or whatever. You know what I mean? The scales are much smaller, but I would also like to check out like the mega, like the San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con. That'd be cool too. Edmonton or Ontario, pros and cons of each one. Okay, number one, Edmonton's a city, Ontario is a province. Edmonton, if you're asking me province-wise, you'd be like Alberta or Ontario. So I've actually had people living in Ontario not know what Edmonton is. They're like, what the hell is Edmonton? I don't get that. That's a little thing called Western alienation. Little something that you kind of learn in your social studies. But anyway, in school. But Edmonton or Ontario, I don't know what you mean by that, because Ontario is, let's just say Toronto, Edmonton or Toronto. Okay, let's go with that. Pros and cons of each one. Edmonton, usually pretty cold. Right now, we're in a bit of a recession. Gas is the cheapest here out of any province in the country. Let's see. Right now, though, like I said, we're in a bit of a recession. The Canadian dollar is worth jack shit right now. 1 Canadian dollar is worth 75 cents US. It's brutal. So if you buy something online, your dollar's worth jack. It's not a very good time, because you're getting, the thing that's funny about recessions is you get paid the same amount. You get paid the same amount of money that you did, but your dollar is worth less, so you have to pay more of that money. So you work longer. It's like getting a pay cut in a way. It's stupid. But since I get paid in US dollars from the company I'm signed to is American, so I get paid in US dollars, so it doesn't affect me that way. So I'm one of the lucky ones. But if I wanted to sell my condo, it'd be very difficult, because the you know, it's a bad time right now. So anyway, that's good for that. However, Ontario, you know, Toronto and all that, it's very expensive to live there. A lot of people there can be kind of douchebaggy. I like to call them the New York of Canada. You know what I mean? They're not all of them are like that, but there's a lot of mentality like this. You know, there's a lot of this mentality, and it's a massive city, massive. Like the province is huge. There's so much going on. I mean, I've been to Ontario a few times, but I can't really say what's better about it. You know what I mean? Because like there are assholes here in my province too. There's a lot of them. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a hard question to answer. But there was a lot of work in this city, in this area. There was tons of work. You could go around the corner and say, I need a job. He's like, okay, here you go. It was that simple. And in Ontario, it was a lot tougher to do that. But now it's not as easy. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's still easier than Ontario, I think, because the recession affects them as well. But it's still, you know, it's not what it used to be. Anyway, thanks for the love, Teresa. Appreciate that. Do you have any tips on being a YouTube? I'm assuming you mean a YouTube gamer. You know what? Everyone asks me that. They're like, "What? Do you have any tips to start a YouTube channel?" This. The thing is, I can't really say do this specific thing, because that's not going to get you anywhere. What I can tell you go in wanting to make content. Don't go in to think about money. That's where that's where people screw up. They go on going, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel because I want to make money off it. That's a bad way of thinking. What you want to do is go in and be like, I want to make videos. I really, really want to. Make them how you want to make them, but make them in a way that you think will stand out from everyone else. Because when I started doing this, it was it wasn't super popular at the time. Now you can't go anywhere without anybody doing it. Back in the day, I had to explain what the hell I did on YouTube. They're like, what's that? Now people are like, oh, what do you do? Do you walkthroughs, Let's Plays? I'm like, yes, that's what I do. Now you don't have to do it. It's commonplace now. So I usually say get the best quality you can out of your videos. Do the best you can for quality. Get the best, make yourself as entertaining, as unique as you can from somebody else. You basically got to make the person see, okay, there's this Let's Play and this Let's Play. They're both the same game, but who do I want to watch? You have to make that one style about you that makes you unique and makes that person go, I'm going to click you. That's what I usually like to say. Best quality you could get. It's an expensive venture, so you have to be prepared to spend money. You can't go in with a camera and just start, a phone or whatever and film your screen. It's not going to work out for you if you do that. You got to go in with the good quality. You got to invest in this kind of thing before it'll pay off. So that's all I'm saying, and stick with it. A lot of people will see they're not getting many gains. I'm only getting like so many views. So was I, but I didn't stop. I've been doing this for like, how long have I been doing YouTube now? 6 years. I've been posting videos 6 years. I mean, at first it was more casual and I didn't do it as often, but that's a long time, man. It's a long time. So that's what I usually recommend. How do you do live streams? Well, right now I'm just doing live streams based off of Google Hangouts. So I'm just using my webcam, and I got a microphone down here so you guys can hear me a little better. And that's about it. That's why it kind of crashed a little, I'm assuming. The thing is, since I don't stream that often, I don't have like XSplit or anything like that. OSB, I'm sure, is pretty good. Or OBS, sorry, not OSB. OBS is apparently pretty good. I don't know. Could be something I'll get into, but I don't know at the moment. I'm kind of on the fence about streaming. So anyway, what is your, okay, I already asked that. What is your favorite main Assassin's Creed game? Assassin's Creed 2. That game was mind-blowing. There was so much content in it. It was just so much fun. I loved the hell out of that game. And then they got a little carried away, and then it got like one of those things like, oh my God, another one of these. You know what I mean? What game are you doing next? Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and show you guys where you can go to find this out. All right, we're going to do a quick screen share for you. Actually, hold on a moment. Hey, bear with me here, guys. We'll go ahead and get this gearing. Sorry, guys. Un momento, por favor. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the screen sharing tab-izzle. So I'm going to minimize that. Okay, so screen share. This one right here. Okay. We're going to share with Tiaz. Boom. Shoot. Hold on a moment. So I'll make sure it's, there you go. Yeah, okay, this one. All right, here we go, guys. So, hold on a second. Present to everyone. There we go. Okay, so here's the list of games that I usually update this list every so often. So if you want to check it out, go to the main channel here. So we go to the homepage, DanQ8000. You're on the DanQ8000 channel here. As you can see, there's part 1. It's already been posted. And if we go to the About tab just right here, it'll take you and it'll show you a complete list of the games that I'll be doing. Now this, like I said, this gets updated every so often, so you don't have to worry about it. But the next few games we have on the 9th, we got Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia, Firewatch, Dying Light, the following expansion, and Unravel, all being done. And then apparently the Hitman beta comes out on the 12th. I found that out a little bit later. So it's going to be a busy week. So that's something you can look forward to if that is something that you guys are indeed interested in. Stop sharing now. All right, we're going to go back to, whoa, geez, sorry. What is going on here? Sorry, just a minute. Something stupid Vegas. Sony Vegas. Drive me crazy. Drive me crazy. Okay. So all is well, I think. We're back in here. Okay. Perfecto. Let's see. What's next going down? Are you playing Mirror's Edge? Yeah, I'll be playing Mirror's Edge. Have you ever read fan fiction? I think so. Back in the day. No. You know what? I'm sure I have. It's a pretty common thing. What part of your body are you most proud of? I guess the beard would be pretty damn is considered pretty impressive to most people. So, play the new Star Wars Lego game. I do. I will be. Don't worry. I mentioned that as well. Same question. Same question. Do a Tony Hawk series Let's Play. Well, I've done a few. I've done a couple of them. So I guess it depends. His favorite sport of all time? Well, it's basketball. Will you do a drunk gaming again? Funny thing about that, I used to do drunk gaming segments where I'd get drunk and play some video games, like some whatever video game I chose, and it'd be pretty hilarious. I haven't done one in a long time. It takes a lot longer for me to get drunk nowadays. Back then, though, didn't take me as long. But now it's like, oh man, I gotta bust my ass, and I don't know. It's a lot tougher. So I don't know. Maybe it's always something I've had in the back of my mind, but I don't know yet. I don't know. Keep asking about Undertale. My God. Say Force Awakens Lego. Yep. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Do you want to watch? Do I watch Roman Atwoods? No, I don't like those prank guys. They drive me nuts. Just a prank, bro. So we made you think your friend was dead. Just a prank, bro. Like, fuck off. This shit gets annoying. Anyway. Can you grow your beard to your computer screen from the rest? What does that mean? So confused. Why does it keep cutting out? It's not anymore. Unless this is old comments. Probably old comments. What games you plan on playing this year? I showed the About tab. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, which is better and why? Star Wars, because I don't like Lord of the Rings that much. It's that simple. Google Feud, not familiar with that. When the fuck you vlogging? No, just when are you vlogging? I don't know. I just vlog randomly. Okay, you know what? This is a fantastic thing right here. I get this quite often. It's like, Dan, okay, he says, Dan, will you sub to me? No. And I'm going to tell you why. If you make a YouTube channel and you just go around to people's videos or whatever, or you go onto someone's channel or whatever, and you say, subscribe to me, that will not work. In fact, that pisses people off. Not any successful YouTuber, doesn't matter how successful they are. If they have 50,000 subscribers, if they have 5 million, it doesn't matter. That's not how they got popular. They didn't go out there and, they ask people, oh, subscribe. And let's say those people do subscribe. Are they actually watching your videos? Or do you just have a number there that it says, oh, look, I have this many subscribers. So you can tell your friends and be like, I have this many subscribers. I prefer it if people subscribe on their own accord based on my content, because then at least I'll know they'll want to come back and watch something else. If they're just subscribing because I ask them to, that's just a pointless subscriber. It's a waste. It doesn't do anything. So when you ask me to subscribe to you for no reason other than just because you ask, what's that going to do for you? Not a whole lot. It's just a number. And I subscribe to people who I watch their content. If you have no content, why am I subscribing to you anyway? You see what I mean? So I don't think if you're starting a channel and you go around saying, oh, come look at my channel, that's not how you do it. Trust me. I understand it's a bit of a, it's like shark in the water. Everyone's out there trying to get, their channel noticed, but that's the wrong way about it. I can promise you that's just going to bother people, and you're not going to get any bigger like that. Anyway, greetings from Turkey. Kudos, brother. Welcome. Hashtag shave. Oh man, Tony, you love to tell me that. You must hate me or something. Hate my beard or something. I don't know what it is. Thing is, I probably won't shave unless, like somebody asked earlier, it's for charity. So, okay, some people want me to sing the Beatles. All right, I grew up with these guys because my parents are older. So I've heard every Beatles song you could think of. All right, there's a few of my favorites. Hold on, I'm just trying to remember. Hold on. Hold on. I'm just trying to think. Which one should I do? It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night. You got me sleeping like a log. And when I get home to you and all the things that you do, you make me feel all right. How's that? We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. And when you call. Good times. Good times. All right. Let's keep going. Oh, good stuff. All right. Play the new Hitman game. Don't worry, I will be. Can you beatbox if you can? I can't really beatbox that well. I just kind of do like a. That's about it. Just a lot of pops and clicks kind of thing. Okay. It's a great way to spend your Saturday. Drink your cup of coffee and watching DanQ8000. Hell yeah, baby. That's what you do. Get caffeinated while I get caffeinated. Get hype. Do you have Gears of War 3 for the 360? Yes, sir, I do. Wow, this comment I mentioned right when I started. You could have fixed it, dick, but you're a fucking bitch and you didn't fix it. That just goes to show how many comments there probably are by now. So anyway, that's usually what happens. If you're ever going to Twitch stream, I did that a while ago, but I don't often, and I advertise, and that's a dick thing of me to do. The current setup, though, is a little weird. That's the thing. And it's easier to do YouTube, but at the same time you do gameplay, it gets flagged. So it's so stupid. YouTube streaming service is kind of stupid unless you're doing stuff like this. So anyway, is anyone here participating in Fat-Free February? Fuck, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Did you have anything you didn't like in Fallout 4? The dialogue was kind of dumb because you didn't know what you were saying half the time. I preferred the old method, but that's probably one of the few things. Okay. Okay. A lot of multiple. Hold on a minute. I want to see something. Anyway. Sorry, I'm just getting a lot of repeated. You actually have a tweet in Portuguese. No, I don't though. Like, I'm not lying to you. I don't tweet in Portuguese. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and show people. I'm gonna do another screen share. I'm gonna show you guys that I may have a tweet in Portuguese, but like I said, it's because it gets translated. That's it. So if I go to, okay, hold on. I'm gonna go to DanQ8000, the profile. Let's do a screen share real quick. Tweet right here. Boom. All right, we're gonna go ahead and share this. Okay. So here's my Twitter, and this is how I tweet out to people. New stream link. Whoa, what the fuck it is? What happened? What the fuck? You guys weren't kidding. I did not do this. I swear. What? You got me. What? Bing. What are you doing? English. No, there's no English. What is this? There's British English. I guess we'll go with British English. Submit. What the hell, dude? Why did it do that? That is unreal. You guys weren't joking. You weren't joking. Oh my God. That is insane. Why? You know what? This is fucking false. I'm removing this. I'm sorry to everyone who said, like, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. We're gone. Damn. Sorry. I don't know why it did that. Because what the hell? No, this is an Arab. Like, what is this? What is YouTube doing? Look at this. It's like Hindu or something. What is going on? Oh my Lord. Why? What? Huh? Oh, it's Thai. Why is it doing that? Oh my God. Dude, it's got to be YouTube, because like what happens is when I upload a video, it automatically posts it. It automatically posts it to Twitter. So it must have been YouTube, because I swear I didn't do that. So that was fucking weird, dude. That was weird. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. And to the people who were saying that, I'm really sorry. I did not tweet that. I can promise you I did not tweet that. I got rid of it, so we should be good. But that is weird. That is just strange. That's funny. Okay, jeez. Fuck. Wow, man, that's crazy as hell. That's too funny. No, I swear to you, I didn't, because I don't know why I did that. That literally makes no sense. So someone told me, so I just got another question here. There's an Outlast 2, apparently. And I definitely like to play Outlast 2. So apparently it's fall, but that's funny. That's too funny. I'm sorry. Yeah, but yeah, Outlast 2 I'd love to do. Oh no, it did it again. Shit. Okay, sorry, I lost it. I gotta go back up. Okay, it reset. Unfortunately, it reset my comments on me, so I apologize. What about the top games of 2015? There weren't enough to do a top 10, and I found that I wasn't very good at like reviewing games per se, if that makes sense. So I feel like last time everyone was like, damn, this game is not good, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was necessary this year. Maybe I'll do it or last year. Sorry, I guess I might do it this year. We'll see. But anyway. Can you please play Uncharted 1 to 3? Well, Uncharted 3 is on the channel. I've played Uncharted 1 and 2 on my own time. I just haven't done a Let's Play on it. Anyway. How long do you record in a day? It's all dependent. I try to do as much as I can. If I have a lot of content to play, I'll be doing like 8 hours a day, maybe more than that. Sometimes I go crazy. So it all depends on how much content I actually have to work on in the next few days. Someone tell me the audio's out of sync. Huh. Assassin's Creed was fucked after AC3. Are you going to play Assassin's Creed Empire? Well, yeah, I play Assassin's Creed every year, so most likely. What does Farkas look like? Go to your Google page right now, open a tab, and search up Skyrim Farkas, and then you'll see him. And then you'll picture him in my drawer. All right. People tell. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna scroll to the bottom again. Just make sure that the sync. Hold on. So, hold on. People are saying sync. It's in sync or it's out of sync? I'm just waiting on some. See, everyone's telling, the thing is, everyone's yelling at me like it's my fault. I didn't do anything. I swear. It's synced. See, I don't know how to fix these things. I was like, fix it. I'm like, I don't know how. Like, God damn it, everyone's yelling at me. That's why I don't live stream. I'm not very good at it. All right, let's go to the control room. I guess. Hold on. See, this is what happens, and then it derails the stream. I'm going to try muting the mic, and maybe that'll reset it. Hold on. Okay, so settings. Okay, I'm going to go check and see if there's anything better. Oh, it's fixed? It's fixed? Fixed? Good. You're not out of sync. Oh, good. So who was telling me we were? Everyone's like, fix your sync. Maybe it's just it's fixed. In sync. Someone says nope. Someone says fixed. All right, so it looks like it's fixed. Okay, good. Sorry. Okay, if it gets synced, if it's messed up again, let me know and I'll just reset it. Sweet. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me know. Good, good, good. Let's get back to the questiones. Sorry, guys. I didn't see. That's the problem with this. I'm reading all the comments in sequential order, so that you guys comment, they build up, right? So like I'm going through it slowly, so there's a problem I can't get to it till later. So I apologize for that if it was out of sync for that long. I'm so sorry, I didn't know. Anyway, lots of sync people saying sync. Come to Scotland. I will come to Scotland if I can. Greetings from New York City. I will love. Oh. Girl, if I see you, I'm actually going to New York this year, later in about September. So if you see me rolling around near Times Square or whatever, say what's up, okay? I'll probably get some sort of plan so I can, kind of Instagram stuff and tweet stuff. Like I said, guys, I've always said this to everybody. If you see me anywhere, come up to me and say hi, please. I hear about these things. I do these things. Everyone tells me, yo, Dan, I'd love to meet you in person. And I've had friends and family tell me, yo, I met a fan of yours the other day. And I'm like, what, bruh? I wasn't there for it. And all my friends meet fans, but I don't get to meet them, you know, in person. So yeah, anyway, I hope that'll happen one day. Anyway, favorite car, that's, I don't know, I'm kind of biased. I love my car. I drive a BMW M3. It's an E92. But at the same time, I am such an enthusiast that I love all sorts of cars. Like, I don't really have a favorite per se. You know what I mean? But I can just respect every car. And I would like if I had an unlimited amount of money, my garage would be a parkade of cars. And I already have this plan in place. I'm going to get like one of those spiral parkades. It might be underground, depending on how much money I have. And each I'm going to have a bunch of parking stalls. And each parking stall, I'm going to sort by brand. And each parking stall is going to have a plaque on it. And the plaque will have information about that car, you know, all details like power, torque, anything, year it came out, information about the car, history, things like that. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be my dream garage. It's going to be so dope, man. Like, if that ever happened, I would jizz my pants. All right. Do you think McJuggernuggets is fake? Yeah, actually he is. He is. That's the guy who does the angry grandpa, I think, and the angry dad or whatever. The guy who like ran over all his games with the Xbox games with the lawnmower. He actually is. It's all staged. So anyway, I don't watch him though, so it's not a big deal for me. I don't really care. It's just like that waffle pone guy. Do you guys remember that? The greatest freak out ever? The first couple might have been real, but then eventually they started getting a little more ridiculous. Those were acting too, but they were still funny. It doesn't mean you can't enjoy them, you know? He won't answer my Illuminati question. I didn't even see your Illuminati question. All right. Did he already answer the Super Bowl pick? It probably disappeared. Who's in the Super Bowl again? The Seahawks and the Broncos, right? The thing is, I'm not a huge American football fan, but I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. I think I'm gonna call the Seahawks. Like I said, I'm not fanning over either. I could care less, but I'm just gonna say the Seahawks for this. Anyway, he will only find about the audio in a year. That's so funny. It's so true though. How much did you like Soma? Oh, I love that game. It's really solid. You guys should try it out if you haven't. Soma, great psychological horror. It's like all about in the head. It's not so much a scary game, but it makes you think. And the more you think about it, you're like, oh my God, that is terrifying. You know what I mean? So, what is the collection you're most proud of? Like of what I own? Like I have a game collection. I have a statue model collection, and I have a movie collection. My game collection is pretty substantial. And what you see here isn't everything. There's actually way more on my PC. I have a lot of digital games as well. So that's pretty impressive. What are you going to do after you quit YouTube? Actually, he says, sorry for keep reposting. I didn't even see it. So it's probably a good thing that you did on that one. 1 second. Sorry, I kind of lost it. The goal is not to quit YouTube. That's the thing. I don't have plans to quit YouTube. I mean, I don't know if like old Dan, like in his 60s, is going to be Let's Playing at that point. I'm hoping for bigger, more things, more age appropriate thing, maybe in the industry still. But I don't think I'll be doing Let's Plays at that age. Hopefully, I'll move on to some sort of a network thing. Like that'd be fantastic. Like how like let's take NBA for example, or any sports really. When they get old enough, they retire from the game, they go to announcing or they go to coaching or something like that. Something more age appropriate. You see what I mean? That's something that I think I'd like to do. But there are like 50-year-old Let's Players and things like that out there, and kudos to them. They keep doing that Let's Playing. They love it. Boom, all power to you. So anyway, Dan, do you watch Onage pranks? Hippity hoppertus. Yes, I do. I love Onage pranks, man. The dude cracks me up. Is there a game you wanted to play but could not? Not really. I could pretty much play whatever game I want. I have the means to play whatever. So, yeah, no, at this point, that's not really a problem. How many games have you bought? Honestly, I don't know how many are in there. I haven't counted them. There's just too many. There's like hundreds in there. So, are you going to play Mass Effect 4 or sorry, Mass Effect Andromeda or Doom 4? I'm playing both, not either or. Are you hoping to get the Titan GTX? I probably shouldn't. I'm not really worried about that at the moment. So, I mean, I'm good with what I have. Maybe down the road, but there's always going to be a better, and there's going to be a better graphics cards as they go. So, I'm not hoping to get it because like what I got is working for me right now. So, if I were to get it, it would be a long time, and then there'll be a replacement for that, right? Are you Illuminati? No. Okay, hold on. Wow, this is so fast. answered that question. I'm going to leave. Can't wait to watch the rest of this later. Kudos to you. Yeah, it does save. So if you guys don't want to watch the whole stream, it does actually archive. And so you can always, anything you missed as well, you can watch. Favorite Fallout game? Fallout 3, mentioned that. You should trademark Dan before someone else does. They can't. They can't just trademark Dan. That's kind of silly. What's your thoughts on The Last of Us? And are you excited for Last of Us 2 and Uncharted 4? Well, Last of Us was a phenomenal game. I really enjoyed that one. I'm excited for Last of Us 2. I'm curious to see where they're going to take it. And Uncharted 4, it's going to be the last hurrah. Apparently, there won't be any more Uncharted games after that. So we'll see. Favorite b-ball team? Oh, I mentioned that one. A lot of stuff about sync. Everyone's yelling about the sync. Well, I'm sure it's good. Oh, hi, Twitter. Look at everyone laughing. Oh, we're making it to the point where I'm talking about that. That's too funny. Oh, lots of laughs. I honestly don't know why YouTube did that. That is so funny, man. Tweet, that's a good idea. I should really, you know what? I'm sorry. Everyone was tweeting me. That's a good idea. If there's any notifications or there's anything that, you need to draw to my attention, yeah, tweet it. That's a good idea. Tweet it to me. I'll definitely see the notification and check it. Eat my hairy nipples. Okay, bro. Sorry, I'm just kind of going through it. The stream won't get deleted. I turned it off attempting to fix the video. That was me, so it won't remove. Fist me! My God, are we starting to get it? Are we starting to get that? How about Canadian Twitter language? That's funny. That's pretty much the same thing as British English, to be honest. We spell everything the same way the UK does. A lot of similar things. Oh God. People are like, that tweet should be in the best moments. Oh, lots of sync. Sync. Oh my God. We're getting to the point where everyone was like, Dan, the sync is so messed up. You finished Jedi Outcast? Yes, I did. Hashtag bad sync. Okay. Do you like hardstyle and or hardcore? I've actually tried, but it's not my thing. It's a little much for me. Team Batman or Team Superman? I'm more so in the Batman camp. Do a throwback Thursday. Well, I do old games just whenever. Hold on. Oh my God, it's like the same question over and over. It's frustrating. Maybe I should do a different question method, but this is just easier, Gonna take a year to get to this part. Someone tweet him now, blah, blah, blah. I'm just getting a little tired. I think that's why. I'm just kind of getting a little burnt out here. Did you ever play the Back to the Future game? Is that the Telltale one? If that's the case, no, I never did. Because the audio is fine. Because, yeah, some people are saying it's fine for, I don't know, it could be a few things. Delayed. Will you be playing WWE 2K17? I love how people assume that I won't play a certain game. Like games that come out every year and I play them every year, you can assume I'm going to unless I don't. So Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, WWE 2K, NBA 2K, those games, they're year games. I play them every year. And that's just, so you can assume, always assume I'll play them. If not, I'll mention it. All right. What is going on? Hold on. Stream on Twitch. Fixed. Okay. I don't know how old these comments are. What's the matter with the sync? Why would you care? What do you mean, why would I care? I want it to be the best viewing experience for everybody. Why would I not care? That's the better question. Became bad after screen shares. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Synced. Okay. Okay. We're back here. All right. I think we've caught up pretty much. Actually, I think it just refreshed it. There's so many. Okay, hold on. I don't know, man. This is crazy. what? He thinks he fixed it. Well, people told me it was fucking fixed, man. My God, don't fucking start talking shit. That just bothers me. Is it okay? Is it out of sync again? Again? Gets out. It's, you know what? It's probably the screen share then. Okay, I'll go ahead and quickly do a mute and a back online. Just give me a moment. I'll just mute it. Okay, I'm asking right now, it's probably really delayed. Still good? It's good. Some people saying it's good. It's fixed. Okay, good. No, see, some people saying no, it's not. That's what I mean. It's different for everybody. I just reset it again though, so it should be good, I think, from now on. Just gonna wait and see a couple more comments. Way delayed for me. Makes me wonder if your internet. It could be your internet. People's internets might not be fast. A lot of people saying it's good though. Okay. Well, here's what I'll do. Every time I screen share and I come back, I'll reset the mic again. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. 1.5 second delay, 2 second delay. It's perfect. No, it's not perfect. See, they're either trolling or their internet sucks. I think that's it. Like, see, people saying it's delayed and people saying it's not. It could just be your internet though. Like, your internet may not be good for streaming. That's what I mean. That's why, you know, Swedish internet is the best. Is it? I heard you broke, Dan. What? Oh, the internet broke me. I get it. Hashtag stop watching porn. All right. It's delayed. No, it's only delayed for some people. Okay. The thing is, here's the thing. Everyone's like, just ignore it. Well, how can I ignore it when every 5 seconds it's like it's delayed? You know what I mean? Like, oh, Cam, I just got a tweet. It's in sync. Okay, thank you. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. It's not out of sync. All right. I'm going to stop fucking wasting time on that. Get a better situation. Or just use the camera mic, but the camera mic sounds like butthole, man. All right. It's not, wait, hold on. Oh, the Panthers and the Broncos. I'm sorry. I thought it was the Seahawks. Someone told me, I thought it was the Seahawks. Just goes to show what I know. Anyway. Somebody's like, isn't it the Dolphins and Broncos? Oh, that's so for Carolina and Denver. I'm sorry. I saw Seahawks somewhere. I must have been all off on the thing. Obama or Donald Trump? Obama, man. Donald Trump's a fucking moron. And if he gets elected if he becomes president, everybody else is fucked. It affects Canada just as much as it affects the US. So Americans, I can't do shit. Don't vote for Obama. Or sorry, don't vote for Obama. You can't though. His term's done. Don't vote for fucking Trump. He's a dumbass. Stupid ass. I hope he doesn't win. Why is your shirt blue? Are you kidding me? I think I missed him showing his tits. No, I never did that. I never did that. God, there's so many questions. Deadpool or Deathstroke? Deadpool. You know what? It's getting overwhelming. There's so many people just like shouting stuff up, and oh my God. Did you hear about Dave Mirra dying? Yes, I did. He committed suicide there. That's sad, but that's too bad, man. There's a lot of suicide going around. It's unfortunate. Excited for Pokemon 20th? I haven't watched Pokemon since I was a kid. I mean, we kind of watched, like my girlfriend and I watched the Indigo League, which is when we were kids. That first came out around there, but that's about it. Where did you get? Oh, where did I see it? Sorry, where is it? I lost my place. What the hell? I'm so lost. What position do you play in basketball? I'm usually point guard. Whenever we play, I don't play. I never played on a team or anything, but I play with my friends and things like that. But It's all about them handles, son. Because I'm 6 feet tall, and that's usually an average height for point guard anyway. Do you ever laugh at yourself when you realize you did something dumb? Yeah. Where did you get the Death Star stuff thing? I think I got it from HMV. My girlfriend bought it for me, just as a little gift. Do you have plans to play No Man's Sky? Most likely, yeah. How many, like, look at what's with all these stupid I'm sorry, some of these questions are stupid just for attention. That's why I'm skipping some. What are your thoughts on the NBA All-Star game in Toronto? It's the first time it's ever been in Toronto, and my girlfriend was actually going to surprise me with tickets, but oh my God, they're far too expensive. So I'm like, no, I wouldn't want you to spend that kind of money on that. I appreciate the thought, though. Sorry, I'm just kind of skimming now. So if I missed your question, I apologize. But favorite freaking hip hop artist? Rip! I'm so annoyed that you're not answering me. I'm sorry, but I can't see every question. Favorite hip hop artist? I don't know. That's the thing. I kind of covered music already, and there's no like specific person that I like. So, Batman Telltale game. I didn't hear about that. Huh. Anyway. Dan, calm down. It's fixed. Hold on, a couple more tweets. All right. Let's see. Sorry, this is just overwhelming. All right, where are we now? Getting down to more of those fucking like, oh, it's delayed. All right, here we go. What does the tattoo on your right arm say? I've shown this before. It's my last name. It says Quinn. Hottest WWE diva. I don't know. I don't really watch WWE right now. But in the day, I remember Trish was pretty damn fine. You know, oh my God, like all the original like Attitude Era divas is that's our jam. You know what I mean? Let's see. All right. Yes, Lego Star Wars Force Awakens. Yes, I am. I'm playing that. I answered that like 6 times. What's your favorite part of having a beard? I don't know, man. It's just a bit of a presence. It looks good. You know what I mean? So, what's the best, Marvel Comics or DC? I'm more of a DC. I'm more in DC camp, but I'm not like super hardcore of it. But let's see what we got. Will you play co-op games with a girlfriend? I've done that before. Have you ever went to Spokane before? Yes, I've been to Spokane. Hold on. Sorry. Let's see what else. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what I haven't answered. Something new. I may have to call this stream quits fairly soon. Running out of. It's getting pretty crazy. I'm getting pretty burnt out. And it keeps jumping. Let's see. Well, here we are. Okay. Are you going to play Fallout DLC? Yeah. Would you ever dye your hair? I don't know. That's actually someone asked me that before, but I don't know if I should. Hipster Dan. See, that's the thing I hate. The fact that I need these to see, and the fact that I have facial hair automatically makes me a hipster because these people ruin the image for us. You know what I mean? I'm not a hipster. My pants actually go down to my sock. They're not like this. You see? If they were, I'd be walking around like this all the time. And I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I just, the fact that I have glasses and a beard doesn't make me a hipster. So silly. Oh, God, jumping. Are you planning on getting an Oculus Rift? I don't know, man. It's pretty pricey. They had a ridiculous price, like $600. That's US. So it'd be 600 US, probably be like $700 Canadian or $800 Canadian. Like the developer pack was cheaper. I get it because it's not a final product, but you need a PC that's off the chart. I feel like for the channel, it's probably in my best interest to get one, but we'll see. Don't quit, please. Not for another hour. But I'm so tired. I've been streaming since 12:30. I've been streaming for 2 hours. I don't want to go for 3. I'm thinking I might stop at about. Well, it's 2:40 right now for me, so I might stop at 3 o'clock. But anyway, So I'm getting a little tired, you know what I mean? Just a little tired. Dem sucks though. It's all I'm getting a PS4 March 26th. Oh, cool. Why do you want me to see that? Like, you say it multiple times. Hashtag show tits. I'm 25. He's not a hipster, otherwise Trevor would have found him by now. That's funny. What is the worst game you've ever played? See, that whenever I get those kind of questions, it's so hard to answer it because there's so many trash games I've played, but there's so many that I played, they don't come to mind. So I don't keep, like, you know, I don't keep it on, you know, I don't keep it at the start of my head, so I just can't think of one, you know? That's the thing. Excuse me. Hashtag give Dan an Oscar. Yes! Trend that! Trend that worldwide, baby. Hashtag give DanQ8000 an Oscar. Revan versus Kylo Ren. Who wins? Revan in a heartbeat. Not even thinking about it. What do you think of the remake of Doom? I've been a Doom fan. I remember when the first one came out, my uncle was a huge PC gamer in the 90s. And I remember he would let me play, you know, Doom, Duke Nukem, the originals. And I remember having so much fun with it. Played Doom over the years, Doom 3, the most recent game. And then I played Doom BFG edition. That's on the channel. There's a full Let's Play of that if you want to check it out. Plus all the DLC or the expansions with it if you want to check it out. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's based, I don't know if it's going to be anything super profound and, you know, like crazy new, but I don't care. I'm excited for it. Let's see. Sorry, give Dan a streamy. It's I rarely stream, and I'm the streamer award winner. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's funny. Oh, good. Okay. Will you do game reviews? I did game reviews, but I've always felt I'm not very good at them. Like, I don't really know how to do it properly, and I think that's a bit of a downfall. And I don't want to portray myself as a reviewer because I'm more of a Let's Player. I'm more of a entertainer than I'm a reviewer. Does that make sense? I mean, people can judge their, you know, responses and whatnot based off of my reviews, you know, or my Let's Plays and that sort of thing, how I'm feeling as we go on. That's how I normally go ahead and go about it. But I get why people, you know, oh God. Okay. I'm going to mention something that kind of pisses me off. When people demand something from me, you know what I mean? Like, I just got a tweet, and dude, you're just like, okay, how do you get paid off of YouTube? You just do, right? But he's just like, answer. Like, that just bothers me. So that's going to end up getting you not. I'm going to answer a question for you. But I'm not, like, you do that, you'd make demanding kind of stuff. Just answer it, answer, blah, blah, blah. And you keep repeating it like that. It just pisses me off. But anyway, you make money off of YouTube by posting content. You get views, there's ad revenue, etc. And if you worry about copyright, you get a network, an MCN to sign you or whatever. They kind of look after you that way. That's how you get paid. So you got to actually have a following first, start making videos first. You can't just go in and take a paycheck. And it does take a good chunk of views before you actually get money off of it anyway. So that's what it is. Anywho, dye your beard. That's so funny. People, have you seen like the beard glitter? And you got these guys with like fabulous beards. It's so funny, but I don't think I could ever do that. Heart boy, leave the damn chat, hater. I don't even know what he's talking about. Who's Heart Boy? Who is Heart Boy? Pizza or burgers? I think I'm more of in pizza camp. God, yeah, it's crazy. I got a new comment every few seconds. That's nuts. Sorry, I'm just trying to. You're gay. You're gay. Man, guys, Dan's gay. I told him he's gay. I'm gonna go to my 7th grade friends and just jerk each other off. Like, it's so bad. Like, when trolling goes, like, it's so bad, it's just laughable. That's my thing. That's funny. I find that hilarious. What is the worst experience you'd ever lived through? You know what? I've been pretty lucky in terms of things. However, one of the few of the worst experiences for me were when my grandparents died because Well, my one, okay, I don't have any grandparents left. They've all passed away at this point. And you know, when my two grandfathers, they passed away when I was very young. I mean, my one grandfather died of cancer before I was even born. My other grandfather, he died when I was maybe like a year old max. And then my one grandmother died in 99 when I was 8. And then my other grandmother died in 2009. I think it was 2009. Was it 2008? I think it was 2009. So that one was more recent. I was 18. That was tough for me because they, you know, our families are very close. We're very close families. So, you know, having that and knowing, especially, you know, my one grandmother, she died without any hesitation. Like, you just found out the next day. My other grandma, she had she had a colon disease, or not a disease, but she had a infection in her bowels, and it was like one of those slow things. You knew she was going, and there was nothing you could do about it. And that was really tough. I remember one time, my dad actually got stabbed. He invested in this store, and the guys robbed it. And my dad's very stubborn like that, and he tried to stop them, but they ended up stabbing him. So that was really scary for me. So things like that were really tough, you know, but I'd like to say I had it lucky comparatively because everyone passes away. But at the same time, you know, like, I've had a pretty solid, you know, raising and life, you know. That's a pretty deep question. It kind of changed the course of where this video went. So anyway, but yeah, that's some pretty, everyone has some tough times in their life, but you just got to go past them and, you know, just move on. So anywho, let's see what's next. Next. Do toy reviews. Really? You think I should do toy reviews? Geez. And it's hard to read it, and then they start like moving. How's the weather over there? Spelt weather incorrectly. You spelt it weather like whether or not. Just saying. Who is Revan? Oh, he spelled Revan. Revan is a Jedi turned Sith. He was one of the original Jedis. He's basically what Kylo Ren was, or is. Torn between the light and the dark. He was dominantly on the dark, though. You first hear about him in KOTOR, Knights of the Republic. I'm not going to spoil anything about that, but honest to God, I think Revan was probably the biggest badass Jedi Knight Sith ever. Like, I don't think anybody comes close to him. Just saying. What do you think about trademarking words? I think it is a direct violation of the Constitution and our rights to free speech. Well, I made a video of that yesterday, and I posted it this morning. So if you guys want to check out my thoughts on that, you can. Just go to my channel. It's a new thing that EA is doing, trying to trademark a word too. It's just getting out of hand, man. It's bullshit. Let's see. Do you watch Gotham? Actually, I didn't really watch that much. My girlfriend will watch it, but I never really saw too much. Let's see. Can you do a series on Saints Row 2? God, stop moving, screen. And then it like scrolls too far. So I've pretty much kind of caught up with everybody now. But all right, Saints Row 2. I don't know, man. Like I said, we'll see. Any suggestion, I'll always take it in and consider it. Oh, it's jumping. Do you prefer Ben Kenobi or Obi-Wan? That's funny. Same person. Very clever. Some people would argue that XR Kun is more powerful. Good point. I didn't think about XR Kun. Now, what about Frieden Nad too? But I don't know, man. There's a tons. God, people are being smartasses. This is so funny. Have you seen Supernatural? I think I've seen one episode. Do you play Game Boy games? I haven't in a long time, man. Long time. I used to have a Game Boy Color, like an original Game Boy Color. Do you prefer KOTOR 1 or 2? 1 for sure. Oh my God, just get out of here. This fucking kid. Fucking gone. Fuck you. I'm done. How old am I? Okay, this was one of the first questions, so I can see why a lot of people don't. I'm 25. I turned 25 in January this year. Are you ready for Deadpool? Yes, I'm super excited for that. What about Starkiller? Starkiller, he's good, but he's not very stable. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's emotionally detached from two sides, but at the same time, man, I don't know. It's Starkiller is beatable. Is quite beatable. Have you heard of Oxenfree? Ollie Ollie Oxenfree. What would your lightsaber color be? I'd probably go with the blue one on that. Damn, you're young. Am I? I'm quarter century old. No, I'm still relatively young, yeah. Happy late birthday. Thank you. Yeah, it's already into February, but oh man. Favorite superhero? I don't really know if I have a favorite superhero per se. I've never been into superheroes. I'd say I became into superheroes because of my girlfriend. She loves Batman, so I kind of just like Batman that way. So yeah, that's my thing. Did you get bullied in school? Actually, you know what? I did. Just about everybody does, unfortunately. It's a terrible thing that happens to kids. And it's a personal thing. Like, I'd like to think, though, by getting bullied, I was able to take that and use it as a, something to advance on, and grow from it. And I did it. I went into martial arts, got a black belt, and, I don't know. I just became way more of a better person. Sure, it was a tough time. It's a tough time for everybody who gets bullied in school, but let me tell you, it makes you stronger. If you go past it, it makes you stronger. And bullying is something I don't put up with. If I saw like a kid getting bullied, I would step in. I don't care. I'd grab this fucking kid and throw him off, like, fuck off, go home, blah, blah, blah. That's something that should not be tolerated in the school systems. And it's sad to see that when it was happening to me and all sorts of people, my age when I was in junior high, that the fact that nothing's really been done about it is fucking ridiculous, man. Like, back then you couldn't really sue for harassment over bullying, but now you can. And I would have done that in a fucking heartbeat, man. I guarantee you. And it's just a totally unacceptable thing that goes on in society. And I just see these videos. I see videos of kids bullying others and starting fights with kids and shit like that. And you're just like, fuck off, man. Like how small is your dick that you have to go out and try and prove something to somebody by picking on somebody who may not be, who looks different or maybe smaller than you or whatever the case would be. It's just unacceptable. That's just my opinion on that whole matter. Excuse me. Okay, let's get back to the next one. Dan would be a great bodyguard. I don't think I would. I'm not the biggest dude. I'm 6 feet. I weigh about 162 or so pounds. So yeah, I don't know if I'd be very good. Although it's funny because I've seen bodyguards and police officers who are like half my size. It's all about technique too. I mean, I used to be a lot stronger than I am now, but yeah, I don't know. I would probably want to go to the gym and bulk up first before I became a bodyguard. What's your middle name? Wolfgang. True story. I have a German middle name named after my uncle. So my full name is Daniel Wolfgang Quinn. Pretty damn badass. I know. Let's see. Do you like hockey? I kind of covered this before. I'm kind of on and off about hockey. I live in Edmonton, so we kind of support the local team, the Edmonton Oilers, but they're totally trash right now. But anyway, I like your neat game collection. Mine's messy. Yeah, I sort by console and alphabetically. So if you can find everything you want alphabetically. It's pretty handy dandy. I'm OCD that way, and I have OCD, so there's certain things about me that have to stay organized, nice in rows, nice and clean. That's my thing. I like the videos where bullies get beat down. Me too. I remember seeing this chubby kid, and this little kid was like slapping him and hitting him, and this bully picks this kid up and slams him to the ground. I was just like, fuck yeah, son. You got wrecked. This kid just walks off like a gangster. And then his little friend comes in, and he's like, what are you going to do? Like, he comes in like in his face. The guy, like, to the kid who just slammed him down, like the kid who was getting bullied, like this. And the guy's like half his size. He's like, you just saw your little friend get fucked. You're going to go in and like try and pretend like you're tough. This kid could probably take you the fuck out. I was so proud of that kid. I was like, yes, so good, man. Amaze balls. I love that kind of stuff too. After this live stream, what are you going to do? Actually, I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. It's almost 3, so I may wrap up a few things. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll maybe this will be uploaded, and there's a few other games getting uploaded. So we'll see. Sorry, I'm just kind of scrolling back up, seeing what I missed. All right, here we go. Do you watch Better Call Saul? No, because I don't. I actually haven't watched much of Breaking Bad. I've watched like the first 5 episodes in the first season, but I haven't stopped. So, what's your favorite porn site? To be honest, I don't really watch porn anymore. When you have a girlfriend, that's kind of not a necessity anymore. Back in the day, though, it used to be all about Pornhub, man. That was the thing. But I haven't watched porn in a long, long time. It's when you get a girl, there's no need. You know what I mean? So total honesty here, boys and girls. It's all about it. Let's see. Have you been shot at? No, thankfully to say I haven't been. What do you think of Justin Bieber? Well, when he was a dick, like a few years ago, I couldn't stand him. He's made huge strides, and he's not so much of a dick. Like when he did that roast, I was very proud of him. I was actually very like, good boy, good thing, because like really he didn't have to do that, but he wanted people to, kind of realize he's like, I was wrong. Let me start up this roast. Let's do it. You know what I mean? That's that. So anyway. I mean, like, I'm not a huge fan of him per se. His music's like, I'm not a huge, like, his music is kind of just pop, it's people like it, and that's fine. I don't hate the guy anymore. I wouldn't be able to stand him. You know what I mean? It would just drive me crazy. But anyway, let's see, where are we at? Let's see. Have you watched Game of Thrones? I've never really been into Game of Thrones. It's just not my particular style. That's just me, though. I don't know. I've never really got into it. Everyone's like, play the Telltale Game of Thrones, and I'm like, nah, not my thing. Liar. I don't know what I'm being called a liar for, but apparently I'm a liar. Okay. Favorite Star Wars ship? I don't really know, man. A few of the ships look silly. Honestly, Boba Fett's Slave One looks hilarious. It's a silly looking ship. The Millennium Falcon's a pretty traditional one. It's pretty legendary. Fighters, though, I really like the X-Wing. X-Wings are pretty dope. I don't know. I've never really thought of the ship, to be honest. It's usually the people or the planets that you talk about. But anyway. Let's see what else we got here. Sorry, it's you scroll, and then the more switch it up, and you lose your place. Dude, I already answered your question. You asked have you ever been in the hood before? I said yes, I have. I answered that already a long time ago. What got you into gaming? I don't know, man. Like, just kind of a thing. Like, it was so much fun, playing as a kid. I played Super Nintendo, NES, all the originals, and it's just something as a kid you're like, oh, this is so cool, right? And then you just kind of play the new one, and the newer one, you just get better and better. You play more and more and more, and there you go. You're into gaming already. It's crazy. Ebon Hawk. I forgot about the Ebon Hawk, man. Totally forgot about that. That's a good one. No Breaking Bad, no Game of Thrones. Don't tell me you like Twilight. Okay, so because I don't watch Breaking Bad or fucking Game of Thrones, that means I automatically like Twilight. Good logic. No, I don't, man. I just don't watch Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones. People tell me to watch Breaking Bad. I feel like I might actually get into that show. But Game of Thrones, I'm not, like, when it comes to fantasy, I'm very picky. You know what I mean? Fantasy kind of stuff, like medieval kind of stuff like that, I'm very, very, very picky when it comes to it. I'm more of a sci-fi guy over fantasy. Even though, in a sense, Star Wars is kind of fantasy-like. You know what I mean? But it's all that sci-fi space kind of a thing that I love the most. If you were offered to operate the Death Star, would you? Oh yeah, but I wouldn't just blow people's planets up. I'd do cool shit with it. Are you ever going to do the Wolf Among Us? Okay, this bothers me too. When people ask me if I play a game and they don't look it up on the channel, you know what I mean? They don't go. Instead of going, oh, I'm gonna go to YouTube and search, or just go and say DanQ8000, the Wolf Among Us. I'm just gonna wait until he does a stream and ask him then. Chances are, if you're not sure if I've done a game, search on my channel first or search YouTube first. Just put the game you're interested in plus DanQ8000. If you're not on the channel, if you're on the main search page, just put DanQ8000, whatever game you're wanting to see. Chances are I would have done it. And I do playlists for everything, so the playlist will pop right at the top. I've already played The Wolf Among Us. I played it when it came out, when it was brand new. So if you're ever curious, About what game if I've ever played a game you're not sure, don't assume I haven't done it. First find out, and if you don't find it, then you can come ask me that. Totally makes sense. But in that circumstance, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I'm just saying. Whoa, jumpity, 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 jumpity. Sounds like Star Wars is fantasy. I just mentioned that too. I know it's technically fantasy, but it's in space. You know, it's the theme of space that really gets me. For $1.7 billion, would you hammer 5 nails in your hand? That's pretty specific amount of money, but yeah, probably, because if I fucked my hand up, I'd have enough money to replace it. So I think that'd be pretty easy. Can you do more Star Wars Battlefront? I don't know if I'm going to be doing more Battlefront because it's kind of stagnant. It's been done. Like EA fucked it up, man. So I don't know. Is you gonna play? Are you gonna play 2K16? Well, I've already finished my 2K, but like 2K16, NBA 2K16, but 2K17 I'll be playing again. And yeah, I'll probably end up raising the difficulty. How much do you rate Fallout 4? I don't know. I haven't. That's what I mean. I don't like reviewing games anymore, even just giving a number, because there's so many factors I'd have to think about. I can't just be like, I'm going to give it this. You know what I mean? There's so many things that go into thinking about it. And he wrote it again. That's so funny. Just answer the question. Have you ever watched Teen Wolf? Oh, yeah, of course, man. That's a classic. Michael J. He's a local. He's from my hometown, actually. Series on NHL 16, be a pro. I don't know. At this point, if the game's a little old, I don't want to start it now. You know what I mean? Do you think Star Wars has the stigma of being childish? Not really. I mean, I think the original or the prequel trilogies were a little out of hand, but not really. I wouldn't say so. People, okay, why is it that people assume I'm purposely doing something? Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Dan, for some reason I asked a lot of questions, and for some reason you skipped them. What's up with that? Like, oh yeah. Oh, I see his question. Fuck him, though. I'm not going to answer it. There's so many questions here, dude. It's so hard to keep up with it. I'm not doing maliciously. I'm not trying to purposely skip your question. You know what I mean? Like, I scroll through questions, and the thing is, if I don't answer the question, chances I've already answered it. So do you want me to keep, like, people asking me, oh, how old are you? How old are you? Every 5 seconds. I'm 25, I'm 25, I'm 25. I should, like, put screens of all the questions I've already answered in screen caps and just little answers already, you know, but then you wouldn't even see me anymore. So, like, if I don't answer your question, this is what people don't get. I get a million comments too. It's like you don't read comments, you know what I mean? Like, I get people who do that. You don't read comments. You don't interact with us. You hate us. You know what I mean? I get so many comments. I get so many tweets. I get so many messages on Facebook, and I got to keep up with all of them. All at the same time, I'm trying to record stuff. And I understand in live streams, that's the whole point of this, is directly answering questions. But it's hard to keep up. The list is just scrolling before I can answer them. So if I miss it, it's hard. And then you get people who ask the same questions in a row. That takes up more space, causing the screen to go up. So if I miss it, please don't take it personally. I'm not trying to offend you or ignore you. It's just that I can't keep answering the same question. I can't keep, it's hard to see all the questions. I'm only one person. You know what I mean? I'm only one person. So I apologize. I'm sorry. I don't mean to yell at anybody. I'm just saying, forgive me. There's only so much I can do at once. I'm doing my best, and it's tough. It's tough to do everything and answer every question. Just saying. Anyway, you need to frequently ask questions. Yeah, maybe I should, but the thing is, I don't think people would read it. That's the thing. Instead of putting, could you answer my question, just put your question, because now I got to wait for your question. It's better off just typing your question in. See, this is funny. Don't worry about it, man. Haters are going to hate. But these people aren't haters. They just really want me to talk to them. You know, they're just fans. Haters are different. You can always tell a hater from somebody who just doesn't understand it, you know, how it works. Because the other day, I'm going to share a little brief story with you guys. Last night, I got a comment on one of my Instagram photos, And Buddy was just, you know, Buddy was telling me, he's like, Dan, nobody watches long out. You posting hour-long videos every single day isn't going to get you any views. No one can watch that many, you know, hour videos every single day, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and he's like, if you, and he said they were unedited. He's like, no, you know, no one's going to want to watch an hour-long unedited video. You know what I mean? No one's going to want to do that. And I'm just like, okay, number one, all my videos are edited. You'd be surprised at how much content actually gets cut from my final product. Number two, lately haven't been posting hour-long videos. They've been videos that have been like 20 to 30 minutes long. And then after I'm mentioning all this whole thing, and he's just like, he'd also include, Dan, you should be like Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye will take like highlights and put them together. And I'm like, I don't think you understand what I do. I'm a Let's Player. I don't just do best moments. I mean, I may have some best moments things, but if I did a Let's Play and I cut up so many chunks of the best parts, that wouldn't be a Let's Play anymore. So this guy's like, yeah, and well, an hour is, okay, well, 30 minutes is long too. And when most of it is just walking around point A to point B. So then I realized something. I'm like, wait a minute. I guarantee you 30-minute videos walking from point A to point B. This guy probably is watching my Fallout 3 videos. It makes sense because those videos were roughly 30 minutes long, and Fallout 3, there's a lot of traveling. And so I'm like, so I talked to him a bit more, and I explained more, and he's just like, oh, yeah, it's all good, Dan. Thanks for explaining it. I'm a new subscriber, et cetera, et cetera. So you're a new subscriber. You've only watched one series of me, and you're comparing my entire channel's being to that one series that you're watching. You assume that's what it is. And not only that, you assume you know what gets me views. That's annoying when someone with no subscribers, no actual, you know, has no experience in YouTube and understanding of how it works, comes in and says, oh, this is how you get views. Well, if that's how it was, why aren't you popular? If you know how to get views, go and get them. Prove it to me. You see what I mean? And then people assume that, oh, I speak for everybody. Everybody wants this. Everybody wants this. When no, they don't. Not everybody wants this. The next day I'll get someone to say, Dan, I love these hour videos. I love these 40-minute videos. Above all, I try to post by mission. If I can post by a mission, that's what I'll do. With a game like Fallout, it makes more sense to post a 40-minute to an hour-long video just because there's a lot that goes on. Because there is a lot of walking. You don't want to see just walking in one video. You want to see a couple missions, which is why I make it longer and have more stuff go down. But people love that. It doesn't matter what the hell you post or how long you post it. If people have an interest in that, they're going to watch it, no questions asked. It has nothing to do with how long the videos are. Sure, that might be a factor for some people, but if somebody has an interest in this type of video, like a Let's Play, and likes the full videos or whatever, likes the content that's pumping out, it doesn't matter how long it is. They will come back and watch it later if they can't watch the whole thing. That's a stupid reason. Like, that's what I mean. They preach it like it's fact, and they know everything about it. Like, no, Dan, you would get more views. So you're telling me that Fallout 3 that has like 1 million views, over 1 million views on the first part, hundreds of thousands of views in the whole series. You're telling me that I would get more than that, like if it was 10 minutes long or something like that with just highlights, but then there would just be one video because I'd just be doing highlights of Fallout 3. It wouldn't be a Let's Play, and that's not the experience, and they don't get it. You know what I mean? They don't understand that. So that's just the only thing. That's my only beef with people when they say that, but I'm sure you guys get it. I know what I'm doing. I've been on YouTube a long time. I'm sure if I did do some changes or do something else, I probably would get more, but I don't want to just dramatically change my format and screw over all the people who have been loyal subscribers and who have enjoyed it. You know what I mean? You come to my channel, you don't tell me to change it to meet your liking. You know what I mean? You come to my channel, you watch me because you watch the way I post. You must like what I post. You know what I mean? Why would you want to change me just because other people are doing what I'm doing, or because other people are doing stuff and they're successful? Just because that person's successful does not mean that if I immediately change to that format, I'll be as successful as him. You see what I'm saying? It's all different. So I just wanted to go off on a little mini rant about that. Let some comments build up. Anyway, let's see. God, it's been a while, and I'm getting over my 3 o'clock. I might as well just go to the end. Wow, there's a lot of questions. There are a lot of questions when I went on that rant. Holy crap, man. Tons of questiones. Oh, where did I leave off? Holy shit, man. Holy crap. I've answered a lot of these questions, though. I think I found it. Yeah, I think I found it. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm kind of catching back up. It's pretty crazy. There was a lot of comments in that long time. Okay. Let's play a game. Pick a game from the shelves behind you. Shelf second from the top. Count 10. That's a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So second row, 10 in. Okay, let's go ahead and count that in. It's going to be an Xbox 360 title. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2. Great multiplayer. Lots of content. Lots of fun. Lots to do. It's been a while since I played that game. I think that came out in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. Will you buy a Nintendo someday? I have one. I just don't. You can't post because Nintendo and their copyright is bull. Would you stream playing games? I'm getting a lot of those questions. Are you going to stream games? It may become something I'll do, but right now, the way I record and the amount of editing I need to do, it would be kind of a gong show of a stream. But I don't know. People really like streaming, and that's, you know, that's maybe it's something I'll have to end up doing for you guys. Oh, I must have. I'm past this. I'm way past this. Someone's like, so many questions. If you ever watched James Bond, oh, of course, man. I've seen so many James Bonds. I've seen just about all of them, I think. Is Canada ghetto? No. So you're saying the whole country is just one big ghetto? Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there are ghettos in the country, just like the U.S., just like everywhere in the world. There's less, less financially inclined areas of the cities. That doesn't mean the whole country's ghetto as fuck. Like, actually, it's very clean here overall. What is my tattoo on my arm mean? Which one? This is my name, and this is the Aperture Science logo. So you need it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I've already answered that. See, it's hard to tell. DanQ8000 frequently asked question. Question number 1, can you show tits? That's the most common question. That's hilarious. Have you ever played Terraria? I've seen it being played, but I never actually played it. I never really thought it would be something for me. Can you do a German accent? Sometimes. I don't know if I'd be able to carry on a conversation in a German accent, but it's funny because, like, I have this buddy, and him and I are really into cars. And what I'll do is when I talk about I've had German cars for the past my last 3 cars have been German cars, and like whenever the car tells me no, like I speak to my, like, using my car, I speak in a German accent. So, like, for example, the car would be like or say like the car breaks down or something like that, or like BMW, they don't want you to fuck around under the hood. They don't want you to. Like, there's not even a dipstick under that hood. So because the car tells you, the car's like, your engine oil level is good, your engine oil needs this. But it's funny because, like, I'll mention that and I'll be like, you could still do it, you just got to know what you're doing. And it's funny because I'll do my car's accent. I'll be like, no, Daniel, you are not going to touch this. Registered BMW. Mechanics only. You take me to the shop. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I'll just fuck around with that. But I won't like talk in a conversation. What I will do, though, is I'll take regular words and turn them into German words. For example, I'll sometimes call my dishwasher a Dishwasser. You know what I mean? Things like that. It's just fun to do. And just little things like that. I don't really go off on a German accent, though, all the time. Dan be like, they see me scrolling, they hating. That's so true, bro. What's up with everyone asking if Canada's ghetto? Do you suck dicks? I don't know if you're just asking me that just because you want to ask a silly question, or if you're referencing Full Metal Jacket. No, sir. Bullshit. I'll bet you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose. Good times. Good times. I love the hour-long videos. See, a lot of people do. First game system you ever played? I believe the official first game system I ever played was the NES. My aunt, she had a Intellivision. If you don't know what an Intellivision, check it out. It's hilarious. It's basically, the controllers were phones. They were phone cords. They had keypads and a dial that you spun, and that was your controller. I remember playing the racing game that came with the Intellivision. And you got this little, because I don't know if a lot of people don't even know what an old corded phone looks like now, but it's got a coil, right, on the phone. That's what these controllers were. And I remember you came to the first corner and you had to turn the little dial on the thing. And every time the car would oversteer or understeer, sorry, and slam into the wall. And you'd be like, oh my God, I can't even get past the first corner. It was so funny, but good times. But yeah, NES, Super NES were the earliest systems I played. And then that Intellivision, which was barely worked. It was so old, but it was funny. Oh my God. Okay, this is getting spammy, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Sorry, only because it's getting spammy. Is dick what you suck, or do you suck dicks? Like what? Stop. Stop. Stop asking him if he sucks stuff, sodomite. That's funny. What is your favorite Star Wars prequel? Okay, the Star Wars prequels were pretty shitty, as a lot of people agrees. But if I had to pick between all three, I'd probably say Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. That one has the most in it. But Episode 2 has too much politics. That's all it fucking is politics. And Episode 1, I like the pod racing aspect, but most of it is kind of boring. And the lightsaber fight with Mace Windu. Why can't I remember him? For some reason, I'm having a mind blank right now. Wow, man. Oh my God, I feel stupid. Hold on. 1 minute, 1 minute. Darth Maul. I couldn't remember him. For some reason, I couldn't remember his name. Darth Maul. That was a pretty good lightsaber battle there. You should do more face cam. Yeah, I mean, I feel like face cam is good for games that face cam makes sense. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to just do face cam for everything because I feel like it takes away from the screen. But for a horror game and a reaction-based game, yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. Wow, everyone's asking me if I suck dick. Like, why? Fucking stupid, man. It's ridiculous. Are you proud of being Canadian? Oh, hell yeah, man. Real proud of that. What nationality would you want to possess? Well, I have Irish and German heritage, so I'm happy with those. And I could technically get a German passport and citizenship based on my mom and everything. I could technically get one if I wanted in dual citizenship, German and Canada, which is pretty crazy. You should make another vlog, a YouTube channel, and name it DanQ8000 Vlogs. I did that, but most people preferred the vlogs on my main channel. It was just easier to find everything. This just turned into a rant. That's so funny. Stop being 12-year-olds. Keep dicks off the mind. Thank you, man. I agree. What's the secret behind your extensive vocabulary? I don't know, man. I've always been good at English. You know, like English class. I was always like top of the class at spelling. I was always top of the class at like essays, things like that. I could write an essay like no man's business. I hated it, but I was good at it. Now, the biggest thing for me, it was funny. I remember in high school, I wrote this bomb essay. It was so good, man. I was like so proud of it. It was long. It had everything. I was like, this is a great essay. Handed it in. Get my grade back. Do you want to know what I got? I think I got a 31%. I was just like home aloneing at my fucking like my grade. And I go to the teacher immediately. I go to the teacher who graded it because she wrote a note that said, see me. I'm like, okay. I'm like, let's see what the fuck her problem is, right? So I give it to her and she sits down. She's like, hey, come with me into my office here. So I sit down in her office and we do it. We talk about it. And she's like, oh my God, man, I was ready to slap this bitch across the fucking table. She looks at me and super condescendingly, she's like, look at this first paragraph. I'm like, what about it? She's like, well, let's read it. And she starts reading some lines. And I used the word coy. I said coyly, like it was coyly, like to be like acted shy, you know what I mean? Kind of someone that was, if someone's being coy, they're being kind of shy, you know, kind of shy about the situation or whatever, you know what I mean? Not really kind of being subtle about it, very shy about it. And I used that word, and that was one of her words. And this is word for word, this is what she said to me. People like you don't know these words. So I don't know if she meant like men my age, boys my age shouldn't know words like this. So therefore she assumed, basically she assumed I was cheating, and I plagiarized the whole thing. And I'm like, so I see. So this school is fucking committing and punishing intelligence. Is that what you're telling me? It's punishing the use of words we have a fucking thesaurus in a dictionary that I used to try and make my essay sound better, and you're punishing me for that? Like, my God, man, that's what she did, and I couldn't believe it. I was so pissed. And my high school was different. It was correspondence, right? So you went to a class for 15 minutes or whatever for whatever class you're doing, and then you go work on it on your own time. And it was very nice, very open concept. It was a very unique school. And so I went to my teacher advisor, and that person was the person who gave you the grades. Like, they didn't mark them necessarily, depending what, you know, teacher they were, but they would handle your marks, and they would handle all your files for you, and you reported to them for that kind of stuff. I went to him, and I showed him this mark, and I told him the story, and they were like, and he was so pissed, right? Because he knew my work on my essays, because this was a different English teacher I had. This was a different grade. So this was like grade 11. In grade 10, I was phenomenal. In grade 11, I went in, and it was like my first essay, and I showed it to him, and he's like, this is bullshit, right? So he got it flipped, and I ended up getting like a 96 on that one. So an A+ for that. And I'm like, damn fucking straight, bitch, pull your head out your ass. So yeah, I was so mad, man. I was like, how can you punish somebody for using words that most wouldn't use? And the fact that she's like, oh, people like you don't do it. You know what I mean? People like you don't use it. So just fuck off, you know? What a great teacher. So anyway, double-bladed lightsaber or two lightsabers? I used to be a double-bladed guy, but I kind of like the two lightsabers a little bit better. I've actually used various martial arts weapons like that, and I can use you know, a kendo stick and a double-sided one. I can't remember what they call the full-length ones, but I can actually use it a little bit. I have a little bit of training in it and a bit of nunchuck training as well. It's been a long time, but I used to be kind of decent at them. So in real life, though, like, the two lightsabers just seems like more skill needed, you know? That may be completely wrong, but anyway. Let's see what else we got. Have you ever been to Scandinavia? No, I have not. Never been to Europe, so. What? This turned into Dan rants. It kind of did. You're right. You need to make rant videos. I hope you see this. But the thing is, I do make rant videos already. Will you wear Jordan shoes? Well, I do wear them already. I have quite a few pairs. I have 3 or 4. I'm not sure exactly. Lost a lot. Damn, you're reacting to our comments. Watch the Fine Bros will see you. That's gonna be that joke will never go away. Oh my God! Wow. Look at this. Hold on. It like refreshed, and I got to go back up. God, I'm going longer than I wanted. I'm getting hungry. I ate breakfast a long time ago. I'm just gonna keep going. Buy a DeLorean. What do you mean? Like, they're re-releasing the DeLorean? Are you sure about that? Actually, I might have heard that. I'm just gonna take a look. Oh, wrong one. I spelled it wrong. There you go. That's what I wanted. Okay. I don't think so. I was gonna say, man, like, it's, oh, there's a second company. You weren't kidding. The fuck? This is news for me. I love how they're like, oh, you're just gonna buy it like it's no thing. No, I'm not gonna buy it. I already have a car to worry about. That's cool that they're making another one. That's pretty insane. Hopefully it'll be better, because people misunderstood. People thought that the DeLorean DMC-12 was a good car. It was slow as shit. It was not very good. It was cool looking, but it was trash, man. It wasn't very good. Pokemon Snap, man. Those are some memories. I played that on N64 so many times. Someone else is just putting all the frequently asked questions. Do you suck dicks? Show your tits. Will you buy a DeLorean? That's so funny, dude. Do you like waffles? Damn right. At what time he shows tits? Fine. Oh man. Now this is pornography. Good job, guys. You turned this into pornography. Why have you done this? Oh man, it's so funny. Oh God, it's too funny. Okay, let's see. Is it stressing to play every game that comes out and you have to do it fast? No, I never stress myself over playing a game. I play what I want to play, and I play it to speed. You know what I mean? It never really stresses me out. It used to, But a lot of the times now I have a lot of contacts with different publishers, and they always send me games for advertising reasons. So when they send it to me like a week early or whatever, I can work on it and not worry about release dates. That was my only thing, worrying about release dates. So that was it's not bad anymore. Like gaming season last year, fourth quarter, I was expecting it to be crazy, but it was so perfect. I was always had something to do, which I love it when I'm busy. And I had so much variety. It was fantastic. So no, it's not so stressful anymore. It used to be, but now it's really not. It's really awesome. Oh, God. See, I have one question. What are your thoughts on the Star Wars Force Awakens? I went on that earlier in the stream. I don't want to – it was a long discussion, so I don't want to go back into that. What happened to Dirt 3? I already answered that one. No one was really interested, so I kind of stopped. Internet just broke, bruh. Make rant vids, dude. I do. I have a whole series called Dan Rants. I don't get why you've never seen them before. Huh? Hold on a minute. I'm just gonna go down. I think people are freaking out a bit here on something. I'm just going to ask real quickly. Is everything good with the stream? Everyone can hear me. There's no delay. It's all good. Just want to do a quick update to make sure everyone's cool. Sorry, I'm just waiting on the responses. There's such a delay. Okay, sweet. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Wunderbar. All right, anyway, I'm going to go back up and back to some more questions. Dan, are you good at math? Math is a different story. Math was my Achilles heel. I hated math, man. I hated it. I mean, I can do basic, multiplication, things like that. Like basic math that you'll use on a daily, sure, I can do that. But when you get into the tricky stuff, it was not a good time. Snickers or Twix? Oh, I think Twix because I like Mars bars better than Snickers. How far into the stream? Well, look at it this way. I started at 12:30 and it's 3:30. So it's 3 hours. My last stream was 3.5. So I told myself I wouldn't go as long, but it's just so easy to keep answering questions because I love chatting with you guys and actually being able to communicate with you like right now, you know what I mean? Without waiting to post a video and get your reactions that way. I can speak to you right now. It's just great. So I do enjoy these. That's why I decided to do it. P.S. By the way, guys, an idea I thought maybe, as you can see, this stream is called Ask DanQ for February 2016. Would you guys like me to do this every month? I was thinking of doing it maybe the first Saturday of each month. So like next month I do one on the first, like I think it's the 5th is March 5th is the first Saturday. So that would be like one for March. Do one of these and just do some more questions. I don't know if that's something you guys want to do. Let me know. All right, let's keep going. If you had a choice to shave your beard for $1 million or keep it, what would you choose? Shave for $1 million. That shit grows back so fast. That'd be the easiest money I ever made. Do you like Mad Max movies? I do. I do like Mad Max movies. However, the first one and the second one were really kind of silly when you think about it. But I do like them overall. They're bad movies technically, but they're the kind of ones that are like cult favorites. So you kind of have to enjoy it, excuse me. Oh my God, man. Some of these questions are funny as hell. A lot of do you believe in God spam. Is that the next question? Do I believe in God? Okay, well, I'm just going to touch base on that briefly because religion's a bit of a floodgate that like starts problems. So I'm not going to talk about it too much. I was raised a Catholic like all my life. Eventually, even my own family kind of fell out of the Catholic religion. I believe in a higher power, but I'm like kind of in between Christianity and atheism. Does that make sense? So if there's like a hybrid of the two, that's kind of where I'm sitting because I'm just saying a lot of like I said, I hate talking about religion because I know it's such a sensitive subject for people. But I started questioning my own religion a little bit and like why they would do these certain things and what is actually real and what makes the most sense to me. And I just kind of started thinking more for myself instead of being told what to think. And I prefer doing it that way. So I believe the best way to live your life instead of being God-fearing and everything like that. If you want to believe in God, go for it. Do your thing. But I feel like the best way to live your life on this planet is be as good as you can to your fellow man. You know, do things that can help your fellow man out. Be polite, be friendly. You know, little things like holding the door open or, you know, donating to a charity or something like that, I feel is your way to change the world. Not by just going to church automatically you're immune to going to hell. That's not how it works. Like you get these people on the streets, right? I'm sure you guys have seen them. You're on the streets, you're walking down the street and they're standing literally on their soapbox and preaching the word of their religion. And that's totally fine. That's freedom of speech. You can do what you want. But what happens, there's these ones that do it and they give you a flyer for their religion and you're like, oh, no, thank you. And they'll be like, okay, you're going to hell then. I see. So I guess your God promotes you telling what's going to happen to people. That's blasphemy because you're basically putting yourself in God's shoes, right? And isn't it God's job to decide what's right for people? You know what I mean? It's God's job to decide whether or not they go to heaven or they go to hell or whatever it is, right? I don't need you telling me that because really what you're doing is criticizing people for doing nothing just because they don't believe in your religion. So really, you're the one who's fucking sinning right now, dickhead. You know what I mean? Like, I don't appreciate that. Keep your religion. Use your religion. Do what you want with your religion. Follow whatever religion you want. Just don't force it down people and don't make people feel bad because they don't follow your religion. Because you're saying your religion's correct. Well, this guy's saying his religion's correct. This guy's saying his religion's correct. You don't really know until you're dead, right? So don't do that. Just believe in your religion. Don't force it on anybody. Do what you want to do. That's it. Okay? I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to go any further on religion. Very sensitive subjects with a lot of people. Anyway, can you react to a funny, insane video on the stream? I'm not going to become one of those reaction guys. I can't stand them. All they do is freeboot someone else's content and post the entire video in a hole and just sit there going, and that's it. And I don't get it. Anyway, see, where have you been? The Fine Bros tried trademarking the word react and create their own. I know I haven't been on a rock. I've been on YouTube every day. So I made a video on it too if you want to check it out. I want a Star Wars game to play that what would you recommend? Well, I always recommend Star Wars Knights of the Republic. Star Wars The Jedi Knight series I'm currently playing. It's great. Star Wars The Force Unleashed, another really solid one. There's so many Star Wars games though, man. There's a ton, or I guess, yeah. There's just so many to go for. Holy shit, man. Stop asking me the same thing. I already answered it. God damn. Bruh. When are you going to do car vlogs? I just haven't really had anything to really talk about on the go. There hasn't been much for me to go on about. You know what I mean? I do car vlogs because love the Q&A earlier, man. Keep up the good work. It's still live. It's still live. Lol. Anyway, see, that's what I mean. I think a lot of people left because they thought I quit. I would let you know if I'm going. I wouldn't just quit in peace. But yeah, anyway, I do car vlogs like because when I don't have time, like I want to get something off my chest and I'm going from point A to point B. That's usually when I do them. I just haven't had anything to go do, you know. Pronounce Nussbaum, please, senpai. Notice me, senpai. Okay, what else we got? You're now getting banned of YouTube for porn. What are you talking about? What? Porn everywhere? What is everyone talking? I don't know. People are weird. Oh, right. This is because I showed my tits. I totally forgot about that. That was funny. Oh my God, Robert Max, stop spamming that. I swear. I've answered the question. Please just chill. I mean, I don't know how long ago. Like I said, you only have to answer it once. Ask it one time. I'm not ignoring you. I just got to get through them. Brr. Do you worry about copyright strikes? All the time, but I feel a lot better now that I have like contacts with companies because they give me the stuff to promote it, so they're not the ones striking me. You see what I mean? However, when it comes to music games, I can't, not a chance. I can't do Guitar Hero. I can't do any of that because you'll get flagged. Hell, I was sent Guitar Hero live. Couldn't stand that game. I don't know why they changed all that shit, but even the guys who gave it to me told me to only post this much footage. Like 30 seconds, that's all you get per song. I'm like, it doesn't take that long. Anyway. Did you like Borderlands, the pre-sequel? Never really played it, actually. Do you have a girlfriend? Yes. Been dating her for over 4 years. Will you play Firewatch? Yes. And I'll be playing it on PC. Heard of Angry Joe? Yes. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. Dan is officially the best live streamer ever. I've never had this many laughs watching anyone else's live streams. Because I keep it real, homie. Oh, man. Make a rant about rants. When people rant, they're ranting unintentionally. Fuck, I hate ranting when people rant about ranting all the rants in the world. Rantception. Fuck. There you go. Oh, how's that? So funny. Dan, your fans really like you. Some of your videos have 0 dislikes. Yeah, I'd like to say my like to dislike ratio is pretty damn solid for the most part. So that's awesome. You guys are fantastic. Love you guys. Did you aim to stop asking that question? No. No, Dark Shadow, wasn't you. I haven't seen too many of yours. There's people's comments that pop up more because it's like every few comments there's another one. Like I'm like every fourth or fifth comment, it's the same question. That's what I'm talking about. When did you begin YouTube? Technically, my account 2007. I made what am I trying to say? 2007, but I started making videos officially in 2009, and they weren't Let's Plays yet. God, there's a ton. I kind of want to. I don't want to miss anybody. Would you rather quit YouTube for $1,000 to stay on YouTube? Dude, that is not nearly enough. $1,000 is nothing. Like, you'd have to give me a lot more than that to quit YouTube. This is my full-time job. I made more money at my other full-time job than that. That's not enough money, man. That is just not enough to do anything. My mortgage is more than that. Fuck. Crazy, man. Like, you can't afford anything. Just give up everything. I'm just going to mention Mark Henry on Twitter. He didn't even know that he was tweeting me, and he's like, Dan, I liked watching your thing. He's like, I'm back watching it now. Well, I'll just let you know. If I quit, if the stream ends abruptly like that, I'm not done. I will come back. I was just trying to figure shit out. The stream's quality just shit the bed. So I tried to fix it, but it wasn't working. So I had to stop and redo the stream. Normally this would have been in one video, but that was my bad. So yeah, I will always say goodbye to everybody before I officially shut down the stream. I promise you. So anyway, do you watch Drake and Josh? No. What is your favorite N64 game? Oh, I have some good memories, man. Really good memories back in the day. A lot of classic Nintendo games like Mario Kart 64, Super Mario 64, Super Smash Brothers. I liked a game a lot called Vigilante 8, but that wasn't just on N64. Huge fan of that. Actually, that's the game we're going to be discussing on that podcast I mentioned earlier. So, what is it? Oh, I saw something about Connect. I lost it. Where's Connect? I lost it. See what I mean? It's easy to lose it. It said $1 million, Dan. No, it didn't. It doesn't say $1 million. It said 1,000. Oh, it was he reposted it. He reposted it. See, it originally said 1,000. It says $1 million now. For $1 million, I don't know, because in the long run, $1 million will go away. But in the long run, I'll end up making more than that, I think, in a certain amount of years to sustain me longer. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, no. It said 1,000 originally, but so I was like, that's not $1 million, Dan. No, there's 2. It said 1,000. So anyway, for $1 million, I would consider it, but I don't think I'd end up doing it. Oh my God, we reached the bottom. Did we seriously reach the bottom? Yes, we did. We reached the bottom. That Fallout Pip-Boy is dope. Glad you like it. Do you like Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 4 more? I like the story of New Vegas a little better, but Fallout has better fixes. I don't know, man. There's certain things about Vegas that I like better than Fallout 4 for sure. Whoa, just got refreshed, but I think. Did I get a bunch of new ones? Someone Italian or Indian food. Okay, buddy's just like he's like, Sean, I'm Italian. This question will decide his fate. Okay, I'm just saying. I like both. Certain foods that are very, very rich, like Indian foods are very, very rich. Actually, Italian foods are too, depending on how they like cake the sauce on. I found that Indian food like so delicious. Italian food is delicious. I'm very open to all sorts of cuisine, but Indian food has actually made my stomach upset. Like not like vomit, but like going to the bathroom kind of thing. Not all of it, but some of it has. Like it depends. I don't think I prefer one over the other, but if I want my ass not to be raw, I'll go with Italian. So that's the thing. Video game marathon. I don't know, man. It all depends on what game. Like there's a lot of stuff. Do I like BioShock? Yes, I do. Jedi or Sith? If it were me personally, I'd do a Jedi, but the Sith are so much like more badass. You know what I mean? Would you do a hot chili video where you're eating a Carolina Reaper, one of the hot? No, I would never do that to myself. It's not worth it. Phantom Menace rant. CM Punk. John Cena. No. I come into such a weird time talking about an ass going raw. He just like comes in. Let's see what Dan's stream's all about. My ass went raw. It's not what you think, man. I swear. It's not what you think. You look like Obi-Wan with the hair and beard. I could see how you'd say that. Hello there, you know? Gray Jedi are better. Yeah, they're kind of, that's a good way of thinking because they're kind of in between. They're kind of a neutral folk. The John Cena prank call video. Probably not, no. I'm a girl. Did I say you're a guy? My apologies if I did. Don't mean to assume anything. I don't know if I did. I may have. There's so many people. I don't really read shit that much. Dan, Connect Star Wars. Oh, Connect Star Wars. Oh, yeah. I played that game. That's actually one of my more popular series there. Simpsons or Family Guy? I grew up more with Simpsons because it's been around longer, but I think Family Guy is usually my go-to. I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time. COD or Counter-Strike Go? The thing is, I don't really play Counter-Strike, but COD is kind of played out. I did play Counter-Strike back in the day, so I'd probably say Counter-Strike, but anyway. Can you play 2K? Okay. Sorry, the thing is, people, it jumps like this. It jumps like this. Every time I go to read one, it's like, oh, nope, just kidding. There's a bunch more. Nope, just kidding. Hold on, trying to find where I was. Have you ever played Team Fortress 2? Yes, Team Fortress 2 is awesome. Love that. Have you played Duke Nukem? Of course, man. I grew up playing that game. My uncle would let me play it on his PC back in the 90s when it was original. I was like 5 or something when it came out. Shouldn't be playing that, 5, 6 or something like that when I was, Play COD Advanced Warfighter. I did that already. That game's old. Goddamn, Billy Jack. Do you play MOBAs? Not really. I'm on solo. I'm on solo. That was funny, man. What is your favorite original GTA? Well, isn't there only one original GTA, Grand Theft Auto? Or do you mean like the top view ones? If you mean the top view ones, GTA 1 was good. GTA 2 was pretty fun. But they did one in London. No, I think the GTA 2 was in London. Or no, they just had a London version, a GTA like London. I can't remember. Those were already really fun, but the original was pretty fun too. Everyone keeps asking me if I played Undertale. I've already answered this question. I know this guy. I asked it like hours ago. No, I haven't. Bruh. Ugly and live forever or attractive and die in 5 years? That's a tough question. 5 years isn't enough time. Depends what you have. It depends on the situation. You ever hunted? No, I have never hunted. Have you ever watched the Family Guy Star Wars? Yes, I have them on Blu-ray. Love those. Trekker Wars, Star Wars. Hey, don't play it. Fallout 4 or 3. I'm trying to answer fast so we can stay ahead. Fallout 3. Do you like PES or FIFA? Not really. I don't play FIFA that often. Do you do the Drake's Hotline Bling dance? Oh my god. I can barely do that. Bro, not everyone was here earlier. No, I get that, man, but you got to understand, can you imagine though, like answering the same question over and over and over and over again? I get that you may have joined in, but like ask some of the people in the comments right now, how many times have I answered how old I am? How many times have I asked what my favorite game was? How many times have I answered like what else? If I suck dicks, like that was a common question. Like, I'm not kidding, you know, I can't keep repeating it because the stream just becomes redundant at that point. It does archive, so if you can rewatch it later and see what you missed, but I can't be answering the same fucking questions all the time. So yeah, just saying. 1 minute. Sorry, and then when I go in those little mini moments, I lose where I was. My mom. GTA San Andreas or 5. Oh god, that's a tough one. San Andreas, I had hours and hours of fun, but GTA 5 was just so phenomenal. Oh, it's tough. That's a tough one. Something dark side. something dark side. Are you gonna play Lego Star Wars? The Force Awakens. Like, that was another question. I got asked that like 20 times, and I've answered it 20 times. Yes, I will. Like I said, go to the About section on my channel. That'll show you all the upcoming games. I'm pretty sure I added that one to the list. I'm pretty sure it's on there. Oh, man. What was your first car? There we go. Finally something new. My first car was a 1993 Mustang or Ford Mustang LX. It was a 4-liter fucking slow piece of shit. It was so slow, man. I think I can't remember how much power it had, but it was like a go-kart slow. Go-karts were faster, man. It was terrible. Horrible fucking slow-ass car. I mean, it didn't have the V8. Like I said, it was the 4-cylinder one. Terrible. 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. Non-turbo. There was no turbo on it. How many times did people ask Dan to show his? It's blank, but I'm sure he's saying tits or dick. One of the two. Probably tits. Are you ever going back to Spokane again? I don't know. I haven't been to Spokane. It was kind of like I drove through Spokane and we stopped along the way to eat something because we were going down to California. We were doing a big drive, you know, big trip. So that's just the route we went through Oregon and you know Washington, then Oregon, then down to Cali. So would you? This is worded weird. Would you live and get? I'm assuming you mean would you rather get married or live forever? Oh, I see. Would you what? I don't think you worded this right. I'm assuming you mean would you get married and die or live forever? Like, would you prefer to get married and then die, like actually be mortal, or live forever without getting married? I'm assuming that's what you're asking. And I'd rather get married than live forever. That's just my thing. When you meet the right person, it's not even a question. You being Canadian and all, how come you don't sound like one? Because this is how Canadians sound. It's stereotypes, bro. It's just like how, like, this is how we sound. I mean, the thing is, to be fair, though, there are a few people who do speak super Canadian. I'm just not one of those people who do. Like, you'll just hear them like, oh, fuck yeah, bud. Jesus Christ, eh? Let's go get a Tim Hortons, bud. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not – most of us don't speak like that. You'd be surprised. It's just a small group of people who are like, oh, this is a stereotype now, you know? So, anyway. Yeah, see, would you rather get married or live forever? Yes, okay, so I figured that's what he meant. Top 5 real heroes. I don't know, man. See, it's hard to think of top 5 lists on the fly. You know what I mean? That's why it's hard to answer those questions. I'd have to think about it. Would you ever dream of coming to Asia? I don't dream about it, but I would like to. It's something I would definitely like to do. What's the longest you've gone without sleep? Like, it was like a day and a half, something like that. Fuck. People are fucking weird, man. It's starting to get to the point where the comments are getting weird. They're getting really weird. That's usually the time to go. Call it quits. Tell you what, I'll finish this up in 10 minutes. Because it's almost 4 o'clock my time. I'm getting tired. I've been sitting at this computer for like 3.5 hours just about. So, anyway. How bad were you at PE? You mean like physical education? What makes you think I was bad at PE? Oh, look at Dan. He must be bad. You kidding me, dude? I was like the fucking king. I was really good at I was really good at basketball. I was good at dodgeball. I was fucking boss at dodgeball. I was a very active kid, man. I don't know why you would assume I'm bad. I loved going to gym class, man. That was so much fun. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Lego Island, bro. Oh my god, I thought I was one of the only people who knew that. Lego Island was the fucking shit. That was like I played that when I was so little, man. Great fucking game. I should play that for good old time's sake, man. Lego Island. Wow. Well, your account name is 89, so I'm assuming you were born in 89. So same kind of generation. Damn, that game was the shit, man. I loved it. When we think about it now, it wasn't a very long game, but it was fun, man. That was so good. Played the crap out of that one. What was your proudest achievement in gaming? Like, do you mean like an actual achievement or like something that you finally did? You know what I mean? Like achievement unlocked or like something you just completed regardless of whether or not it was an achievement? I'll keep an eye out for your name. If you can clarify that, I'll give you the proper answer. Do you have anyone you go to for advice, a person or online? It depends. With real world stuff, I always go to my parents because they're very experienced people. So if I need an opinion, I'll definitely go to them. My girlfriend, definitely. I always ask her opinion on a daily basis. We always go to each other. That's the whole point of a relationship, really. So yeah, definitely them for sure. I don't really go to a particular YouTuber. I like to hear people's opinions on YouTube, but I don't go looking for advice on YouTube, you know? That's my thing. Favorite genre of movies? I like comedies. I like sci-fi, but I think one of my special favorites is sci-fi horror. I love sci-fi horror. Fucking amazing. One of my favorites. Can you play Dead Island Riptide again? Well, I don't know. Dead Island 2 is coming out this year, so might as well just wait for that. How tall am I? I'm 6 foot. 6 feet. 6'0". Yeah, I did play Dead Island Riptide. I think I did. Did I? Let me see. I can't remember if I did or not. I'm pretty sure I did. That was like the kind of half one, right? Yes, I did play it. Yeah. Forgot about that. That game was kind of shitty from what I remember. But yeah, I did play it. I couldn't even remember if I played it or not. All right, let's see. Let's see what else. Any words for people dealing with depression? Whoa, that's a big one. Okay. Let me see what I can do. I can tell you, I've been depressed in the past. Definitely, I've been there. I understand what you're going through. It's definitely not a fun time. What I can recommend is seek comfort in things you love. You know what I mean? Like whether that be YouTube videos or whether that be gaming or whatever, or whether that be a particular person, your friends, your family, things you love, spend time with them. Spend time doing these things that you love. Because depression is a serious thing, man. It's no laughing matter. It's like a lot. I'd say almost everybody has dealt with it at some point in time, but it's not a good thing to have. You need to like I said, I've been there before. I know what it's like. And the way I've dealt with it is I've went to the people I really care about and I've looked for them and they've all been super supportive. So if you're scared about maybe bringing it up, so if you haven't brought it up to anybody before, you're worried about it. I mean, you're bringing it up to me, but, you know, so that's kind of something, but it's also, you know, I don't know you personally, but definitely go talk about it with somebody. It'll make you feel a lot better. And all I can say is I hope things work out for you, my friend, along with everybody else who's suffering from that, any sort of thing. I hope everything gets better for you. If you need my help to do it, if my videos help you guys get through, a lot of people tell me that my videos help people feel better, you know, about, you know, if they're going, I had a shit day or whatever, and they come to my videos and they're like, you just cheer me right up. I'm happy I can be there for you. And I really appreciate that. It means the world to me. So I just hope things get better for everybody who is, you know, having that problem, you and everyone else. It will get better. Just hang in there, brother. You hear me? All right, let's keep going. Are you ever going to do a meetup? I would like to do a meetup, but I'd like to do it in a place where I know I'd get a lot of people. You know what I mean? A lot of people to come around. I know I have a lot of fans who actually live in my hometown, but I don't know how many people would actually be able to make it. You see what I mean? So, Dan, do you plan on getting Sims 4 pets when it comes out? You know what's annoying about the Sims 4 is it's such a cash grab. I got so tired of playing it. They basically launched a broken, empty game. It's typical EA fashion. And then they sold all these expansions that already were expansions in older Sims games. In theory, you would think that all the newest game would have all those expansions, all the content from those expansions in it. But it's EA, so they're going to break it down just to build it back up again, break it down to build it back up again. So probably not. I stopped playing Sims a while ago. I got kind of bored of it, to be honest. What was your favorite school subject? I was really solid at, like I said, I was good at English. Not many people liked it, but I was really good at it, which is probably why I liked it. But in terms of interest factor, the sciences. I love sciences. You know, science and whatnot. Dan, when did you graduate high school? 2008 was when I graduated high school. It's been a while. Anyway, how's the Jetta? I don't know, in someone else's hands. I don't have that car anymore. I got rid of it in late August, early September. I have a BMW M3 now. Let's see. Getting close to 4 o'clock, guys. So I'm going to wrap this up in a few minutes here. So I'm going to ask a couple more questions, answer a couple more questions, and then I'll wrap this sucker up. And yeah, what's the highest amount of money you've ever brought on FIFA? Well, I don't play FIFA enough, so none, I guess. How do you still feel about leaving your old job? Best decision I've ever made in my life. Best decision. No regrets. Still one of the best things I've ever done. Do you feel old? I don't feel old, no, not really. Need for Speed or Forza, that's different because sometimes you need a realistic game, realistic racing game, and sometimes you need an arcade one. It's it's a half and half. As of right now, I'd say the Forza games are better than Need for Speed in like quality, but remember Underground? We need another one of those without the rice factor. That's so funny. Do you have a bae? That's so funny. I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. I'm not a bae. Funny story. I'm pretty sure bae means feces in like another language, like Portuguese or something. Someone will have to confirm. But I'm pretty sure bae means feces. So when you're like my bae, you're calling, oh, she my little shit. She's my shit. But not in the good way. She's my feces. God, it's terrible. What was your older job? I used to move furniture for a company called Ashley Furniture. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it. I was really good at it. I drove 5 tons. That was probably my favorite aspect of it. But delivering the furniture got really stale. I was really good at it. But the people, like the customers, were very arrogant and they thought they were better than you. And they treated you like utter trash. And so did the company. So I said, fuck it. I was done. Anyway. Do you speak any other languages other than English? No, English is my only one. Behind you. Oh no! Smack, smack, slap, smack. There you go. Whatever's behind me, I got it. Where am I from? I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Yeah, we're starting to get back to like. Oops, smack my mic. Sorry. We're getting back to the older ones. Can you dab? Dab. Dab. Such a stupid dance, man. Just a prank, bro. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think I might go ahead and start wrapping this up now. Because it's been a while. I'm starting to get a lot of the same questions. Last one, I've already answered this, but I will. Yes, I'm getting more tattoos to summarize. And the next one, I'm already scheduled in for a Star Wars sleeve. That's my next one. Okay. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, if you want to, a lot of these questions that I'm seeing right now have been, yeah, Bay is poop in Danish. That's funny. Anyway, a lot of people have already asked a lot of these questions. So if you want to see them, the streams will be posted right after they go live right on the website again. So you don't have to worry about it. So if you guys are interested, be sure to check them out. Do you guys want me to do this monthly? I think that'd be a really good idea. Maybe like this, like I said, the first Saturday of every month, do a new one. Maybe not as long. Star Wars sleeve original. Like, shut up. Shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Like, it's not what you think. Just because it's Star Wars, you know, like, fuck off. You know, like, everyone's done everything. So, like, the chances of somebody doing something super original. Would you rather I got, like, the barbed wire one or the tribal? Yeah. No, I'm doing Star Wars because it means something to me. That's why. And it's a certain scene that I'm doing, a certain setup. So, anyway, enough of that. I'm done. Okay, no more ranting, none of that. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, yeah, a lot of people are saying they want to see it monthly and things like that. Great way to interact with your fans. I totally agree. Maybe have it bi-monthly. I don't want to do it too much because I don't. Bi-monthly might be a little too much because I do have a lot of stuff to work on, but Saturdays are usually perfect. So I think that'll be good. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close this out here. Ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, obviously, if you haven't yet, hit that like button, favorite as well. I don't know if you can favorite a stream. Can you favorite a? I guess you can. Obviously, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a great time with us. It was pretty entertaining. Some pretty good stuff happened. A lot of crazy stuff. But you guys got a bit of everything. Best of all Dans. You know, from rants to good stories to regular questions answered to tits being showed. Lots of stuff was done in this stream. There's always something crazy that goes on. So anyway, if you guys haven't yet, for those that you don't know, a lot of these questions. A lot of stuff like this, you can find out more behind the scenes stuff on my social media. If you look, go ahead. I'm going to kind of point. I think it would be kind of over here. Yeah. Look over here, right down here. There's all my links there. You got my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you want to get some merchandise, all that kind of stuff as well. It's all on there. I don't have my Vine in there yet, but I'm on @DanQ8000 if you want to follow me on Vine. It's a great way to connect with me off of YouTube. It's fantastic. So, oh, I did it wrong. It is this side. I'm sorry. It's this side. I'm an idiot. It's this side. This side. I just saw the thing of me. It's over here. My bad. I forgot the camera's flipped. The camera's flippity-flued, so it's over here. So thank you one more time, ladies and gentlemen. We got more gameplay coming for you right away here. This coming Tuesday, there's going to be a lot of stuff. Like I said, we got Firewatch. We have Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia. We have Dying Light The Following. And we also have Unravel all coming out. So we might see some gameplay a little bit earlier than that. We'll see what goes on. It's going to be a great month. I'm excited for February, and I hope you guys are too. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me today. Love you all. It's been fantastic hanging out with you today, and I'll be seeing you guys soon for plenty more stuff to come. It'll be fantastic. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one. Love you all. Take care.